Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Okay, kick is going. Twitch is going. Or Twitter, I should say. I wonder. Right now, some odd reason the main menu causes quite a bit of lag spikes for me. The audio's having issues. The audio's having issues. Nope, not having issues. Or at least I don't think so. Which is going to need to update the YouTube thumbnail. I don't know why the main menu is so laggy for me. Looks like all the live stream to go. Let me double check my other computer and then we'll get started. Yep, and once we get to the actual game itself, it's not laggy anymore. I do not know why the main menu is just so laggy for me, but let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on top right side is the Cyan Jeanne d'Arc. We have Kay Beleth, probably butchered that, and spawn on bottom left side as the Red Japanese of Louis MT, or L Louis MT. We have the immediate wheelbarrow version 1 Japanese research thing, the Tawara. Probably butcher that name, like I do with every other name in these games. Let me know as well. Looks like Cyan has both deer deposits back here, along with some berries. There's quite a bit of food back here for Jeanne d'Arc to claim. Gold, of course, be over here. Stone, quite a bit next to the trade post. Maybe we'll see the commerce of trade. Probably not. Though, honestly, Jeanne d'Arc tends to go out on her own, so maybe sending her off to build the commerce of trade in the corner could be a possibility. But let's face it, most French players don't go for it. I usually hear people complain like, oh, it's so hard to keep the trades alive. Now think about the Mongols who really have to go for the silver tree if they want good eco. And they don't even get wolves. School of Cavalry is now going on up. For the Japanese player, we got both deer deposits pretty close to each other, with some stone here, which would be good for the manor. And with the extra gold collected on up, or the expenditure, I should say, for the Tawara, however pronounce that, does slow his age up, so the French player could get quite a bit of work done for early Royal Knight. We now got the Kira storehouse being put in the field, which provides some free farms. And we got a good number of sheep collected for the Japanese player. The French, or Jeanne d'Arc, does have a bit of sheep as well. More sheep are going to be led to glory. Both boars over there, so maybe Jeanne d'Arc can kill off both the boars. There's the age up. Curacao storehouse is only being built by one villager. The Japanese player may be eyeing for a fast castle, or faster castle, but do got a pair of outposts. Yeah, has to be careful of the French cavalry. They demand respect, and they will earn that respect as they start gliding the way forward. Since now we're going to see a little bit of combat, let's go ahead and slow it down to normal speed, and let's really get started into this game. Royal Cavalry, Royal Knight pushing his way forward. Most of the berries haven't cleaned on up. Of course, the Japanese housing is the food drop location, so... Oh, and Jeanne d'Arc has leveled up and gone for the Swordsman variant. Honestly, the more I look at it, most people are the Swordsman variant because Holy Wrath is very good to fight against Spearmen. But the final Jeanne d'Arc range variant is actually pretty good, and the single shot point target damage does get replaced with an AoE effect, so the final range Jeanne d'Arc is probably better than the final melee Jeanne d'Arc, in my opinion. Does get inside the... Oh, and does get inside of the storehouse. The storehouse is good at storing villagers, at least 4 of them. And the knight will get picked off there. Good snipe there. Jeanne d'Arc's first questing adventure quest is kill the boar. Most adventurers start off fighting slimes and skeletons, but not Jeanne d'Arc. She fights boar. We do not got survival techniques found researched by Jeanne d'Arc, while the Japanese player is eyeing for some arrow slits. This one has already been upgraded with arrow slits as well. Who would have known putting thinner windows is very useful for fighting out of. Hakuna Matata shall end this day. And boar does go down. We do got some archers here to support out the Royal Knight. That Royal Knight's also quite wounded. So Chivalry may be in order sooner rather than later, though Jeanne d'Arc could use Divine Restoration when it gets off cooldown to get a little extra healing. Probably a good idea to go that for immediately. Unless the scout will run away or may escape on out of there. So just regular town center. The Japanese player does not have enough stone, nowhere near stone to go for the manor. And now there is the floating gate. He may go for some mounted samurai immediately afterwards. And looks like she just consecrated the town center. You see a bit of walls there. The outpost there will keep these villagers nice and alive. There's 9 villagers there, so there's plenty of storage space for those villagers. Jeanne d'Arc's over here with some archers. Look like she's a raid boss right now with her 2 supporting minions. And now we do have the guild hall going on up. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc maybe eyeing some eco play. She may not be super aggressive in Castle Age and eyeing to be aggressive in Imperial Age. The guild hall is a pretty good economic landmark. Got a line of palisade walls there. One Yoshiro. Oh yeah, did the recent. There's the Yoshiro. So that stable is now ×3 stable. More palisade walls going on up. No palisade walls needed here. The scout could block the entrance. And will not block, or will block the entrance there. Guild hall is almost complete. Jeanne d'Arc is going to sway the scout from being there. While might does not make right, it makes one hell of an argument. 2 mounted samurai push way forward. Jeanne d'Arc has now aged up. Got some arbaletiers not being blown field. She may just skip. You know, French players have bonuses like through the cheaper production of stable units and archery range units. Jeanne d'Arc does not get that luxury, so she doesn't have to go for a cavalry-based composition. So she could go for an infantry composition and could use Jeanne's Champions of good front line. Looks like these villagers are going to be very, very exposed right now. They need to get inside the outpost. Mounted Samurai gets no kills at the moment, but they can easily torch their way through there. Those scouts getting hit. Needs to get hit first. Looks like only one of the... Yeah, looks like the garrison arrows are going there, while the arrows... One arrow's actually heading there, so the fire's actually splitting. Scout does go down. Jeanne d'Arc will get overwhelmed. She is an age 2 unit versus a bunch of these age 3 units. Armor is getting hit slow. Jeanne d'Arc does get killed off. She's like 100 gold that doesn't want to get replaced. 250. Got a number of Armor in reserve. Needs a little bit more gold to get Jeanne d'Arc once again. And the villagers have been saved. Although they're a little bit wounded, but alive. Arbiteers are going to get some good defensive capability here. Daniel Manor has now been researched by the Japanese player, as well as a bit of wood. Jeanne d'Arc does only have wheelbarrow and wood as well, and going forward with the food research now. Looks like those walls are instantly degrading, and those villagers will get sliced up a little bit, but they'll stay alive. He does have +1 damage, so the samurai will two-shot those villagers since they don't have textile. Melee armor or textiles help counteract that, but textiles won't give them resilient one more hit. So will the melee armor as well. Combine them both, and they will take 4 hits. Trying to engage or trying to get the... Does get killed off there. Shinto Priest was unsuccessful there. Red has claimed up 2 relics at the moment. He may have more picked up. No, he does not. There's a bit of a bug when it comes to Shinto Priest. At least the initial one, where it comes free with Yoshiro. Villagers took inside the outpost there. Got a good number of Armor-Tiers. That Mount Samurai does go down there. Now got a mounted Bannerman. Does lose some of the villagers there, trying to dissuade the mounted samurai. Does torch it down. Villagers going trying to run away. Armor-Tiers, 1 villager now remains. The lack of textiles or melee armor is really hurting the Jeanne d'Arc right there, losing 4 villagers very quickly. Another Consecrate now activated. Looks like she's going to eye for a crossbow composition. I have not researched Veteran Royal Knights just yet. Has employed nothing to really warrant it, though if I remember correctly, a Veteran Royal Knight upgrade is pretty cheap. We do now the Hardened Spear or Veteran Spearman research for the Japanese player, and since the Frenchman is not eyeing for any sort of cavalry, massive cavalry-based play, those spearmen is not going to be all that useful. He's going for mass arch or crossbows. And Arbiteers do scale quite well versus spearmen with the Gambeson upgrade, but won't be able to do the Gambeson upgrade into Imperial Age. Or no, it's the crossbow stirrups I'm thinking of. Getting Gambesons, giving +5 melee armor. Oh, and looks like the Royal Knight got stuck there on the tree. Royal Knight taking some hits. Up here, we do have the walls being under siege. Cyan has picked up a relic. Red has picked up the other 2. There's one of the relics that are picked on up. And Jeanne d'Arc did get an experience there. Let's take a look and see her experience rate. She is pretty close of aging up. And also, I don't know which one should go for, champions or riders. Both? Riders only good against crossbows. Champions probably the way to go, since the riders only get bonus damage versus crossbows, and I think against siege weapons as well. But the Japanese player is... Most Japanese players don't go for the mounted archer, which I think is classified as crossbow when it comes to that statistics. I honestly have no idea if it does count as a crossbow in that damage. Holy Wrath has been activated there. Started stepping away. Does have enough guys to one-shot Mounted Samurai. Morrow Knight does get Spear Brace there. Draws quite a bit of fire. More round of Mounted Bannerman. Cross Orbital Tears have gone down. Divine Restoration there gets good healing. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down, so does a Mounted Samurai. Yeah, with her archer-based composition, may have been better to go for the archer line. Does pick off some of these Mounted Bannerman, these Mounted Samurai. Mounted Samurai are incredibly expensive, costing 250. So sniping them is very useful, is very cost effective. A couple crossbows go down there. Right now, Cyan does have a better kill value than Red. Jeanne d'Arc has been brought back on the battlefield. Oh wait, there's Jeanne d'Arc, and she has now leveled up. He went for the champions. I believe champions were definitely the better choice since she's fighting against more spearmen, less likely to fight against crossbows. Assuming the mounted archers do get classified as crossbows. She could deploy out a keep in order to go for more of the champions. For those who don't know, the champions do get bonus damage versus spearmen. You can see there, +8. And there goes Jeanne d'Arc once again. Got stabbed to death by a bunch of pointy sticks. And the champions also go down as well, instructed by the farmhouse. Veteran Royal Knight research on the way. We do have some spearmen now being employed by Jeanne d'Arc. More mounted banner samurai sort of going down. I don't know why I have trouble saying that word. Archers are a good idea versus spearmen. And Jeanne's champions will go down there. Oh, there's still Jeanne's champions. Jeanne's champions still up there. Veteran Royal Knights do charge on in. Jeanne's champion does get a kill there. Archers moving around. This force is quite wounded. Cyan does have an army of 35 versus 27. Jeanne d'Arc has been redeployed as well. Couple wounded bannerman or mounted samurai there. Archers and these forces are engaged in melee. Does use Divine Restoration there to get some good healing. Actually, she's lost quite a bit of her Arbaletiers, so now she doesn't have a whole lot of 18 armor damage at the moment, but has a good number of archers on the field to gain engaged spearmen. If Gamerson's research, the Arbaletiers will be very durable against the spearmen. Spearmen right now have 12 damage. The Gamberson's upgrade, along with all the melee upgrades, can get the Arbaletiers armor up to 8. So taking only 4 damage from spearmen is not a lot of damage, to say the least. Looks like these samurai getting distracted there. Shinto priest going to get impaled. Another Shinto priest does go down there. Archers and crossbows push right forward. Has a couple defensive spearmen. Veteran spearmen research on the way. French men-at-arms not being employed on the field. Primarily meant to be a meat shield. I hear some Ono Bashigas deploying on the field. Right now they do have 10 damage, so higher armor is better, so Arbaletiers, once again, will be very resilient to them. However, their attack speed is very high, and their damage can be bumped up even higher as some Bannerman. We do not have the Daimyo Palace who can deploy out 2 Bannermans in the moment. Jeanne d'Arc has not been redeployed on the field just yet. We got 2 monks in the field. Jeanne d'Arc has been redeployed to the battlefield. As I know as well, I just love the description. Jeanne d'Arc the Knight is unique to Jeanne d'Arc. Oh shit. Right now, she does have 50% range resist, or that hasn't been changed to recent patches, hasn't it? It's now it's like 40%? 45% to range resist, and it increases to 60%. Local doggo will be put down. New monster. Six side has been decaptured there. Red just lost a Bannerman. Bannerman are quite expensive. Some French men-at-arms need to run away. There's a bunch of angry ladies right there. Of course, they are also moved pretty quickly while the heavy armor will slow them down. They're going to get sliced up a little bit. The archer will go down no problem. The men-at-arms only have 5 melee armor at the moment. They should eye for more melee armor. They're fighting against Japanese and tend to go for melee compositions. And the Onobushiga are a very common unit. Right now, the Onobushigas have 11.5 damage. Holy Wrath has been activated there. Another Holy Wrath there. Holy Wrath's going to be very useful. You have, of course, 2 Bannerman on the field. Forces now engage. Arbiters need to focus down those mounted samurai. Archers need to focus on the Onobushigas. Jeanne d'Arc has plenty of health on mode. Japanese player's going to fall back. He's in scatter formation right now. It's probably not a good idea. He's not facing against any AoE weapon, though it's maybe Holy Wrath she's concerned about. Jeanne d'Arc is out of Holy Wrath. And now you got the Shogunate Castle, the Veteran Samurai, and Odachi upgrade. So he's going to switch to Samurai composition to engage his opponent's infantry. Good idea. There's a Shogunate Castle now. Villagers here are getting hit. Jeanne d'Arc does go down. Oh, got some hand cannoneers. He just advanced the next age. There must be the gunsmith somewhere. Not sure what the gunsmiths at the moment. We got the Shinto Shrine, no research there. And the French army looks like they'll go down there. You have these forces falling back. These villagers are getting back on in. There's a gunsmith. He immediately went for some free hand cannoneers. The unique hand cannoneer is good for structures, it's a good support unit, has good range, but DPS is not that great compared to regular hand cannoneers. If you want damage, you want to go for regular. Wait, hand cannoneer Ashigaru? So they're a different name? Are there something different about the hand cannoneers? Because I don't. It says hand cannoneer Ashigaru, but it doesn't have the unique symbol there. So there's actually something different with it? Nope. Looks like there's nothing unique about them. It's just called Ashigaru. Maybe there's an upgrade that affects Ashigaru units, I guess. I was like, sure, maybe I'm mistaken. Sorry. I just now realized that it's actually named different. Mounted samurai moving around. Companion equipment now being researched. It's funny, I never see companion equipment ever researched when it was cheaper, but ever since it got a price increase, it becomes people go for it. Turning to Jeanne's champions on the field. Holy Wrath here to make an easy fight. But she's about to really lose the fight. She's forced to use her abilities there, and 42 health versus 50 health. And she actually did lose that fight. A little bit foolish of Jeanne d'Arc there. And she's cost, what, 500 gold right now? That's an expensive loss, losing her. We do have the Red Palace in the field. The Red Palace is, of course, an excellent defensive structure. And Red's trying to go for a castle there. And got some hand cannons in the back line as well. So some Magano wouldn't be half bad. Help engage them. He has a good number of archers and crossbows. He's not going for the veteran archer or the elite archer research, nor the elite, or we got the elite man arms to research the way. We got the veteran horsemen on the way. If he's not planning to go with any more archers, not upgrading them would be just fine. A couple of Bannermans have been focused down there. We've got more Bannermans in the front line, however. Jeanne d'Arc's taking some hits there. Massive damage on the Jeanne d'Arc. He's trying to finish her off. But we'll lose some of those units there. Passives have been deployed in the field, giving the Arbaletiers extra range and range armor. Jeanne d'Arc is right now just trying to mend her wounds. And she will go down once again. More horsemen are being deployed on out. Right now, Jeanne d'Arc has quite a bit of food and wood, so may want to go for more horsemen, which he reduces the elite horseman research on the way. Elite horseman, it's almost complete. Arbaletiers are a good unit for Jeanne d'Arc. They're very bulky for their cost. They do cost 120 like regular crossbows, but have just a little extra abilities. I don't think their health is anything higher. No, the health actually... Yeah, regular crossbow health is what, 90 at this age? So I think they are a little bit more healthy. But 5 health is nothing too significant. It may be little important in most matchups. Since his opponent is going for a large number of samurai right now, it's probably a good idea for the cannon level up for Jeanne d'Arc rather than going for the more Jeanne's champions. Since Japanese player's not playing good number of spearmen. Keep receiving some fire. The Keep's bonus damage is +0 versus structures. And Kenya is trying to hit those villagers now. Arbaletiers do have the passive ability there. Increasing their range by 1 to 6 tile range allows them to counterattack pretty easily. And plus with extra range armor can be very useful even against the hand cannoneers. Villagers are still alive, but barely. A lot less now. And really trying to focus on those villagers. More villagers there, so the keep will be built. Jeanne d'Arc will win the skirmisher, but do now have a bombard emplacement inside the castle as well. The keep has been built, does have access to a single arbalest emplacement. Oh, looks like the arbalest emplacement was nerfed in this patch. Beforehand, it was even good against battering rams, but no, it doesn't. To be honest, it was a bit warranted. It was like 60 damage. And they are still retaining high attack speed, so it's still a good defensive placement. Rolling oil now being researched. We've got the French cannon now deployed on the field. Not by Jeanne d'Arc. How is Jeanne d'Arc's level up going? Jeanne d'Arc's almost ready to level up. She has her 2 arms men almost off cooldown as well. So she should get a free cannon out relatively soon. Elite Horseman trying to find another opportunity. We do not have Royal Bloodlines research. Incendiary is on the way, so he is going to get some the Arbaletiers increased. Got the various research here for the Japanese player. We got your Shiro inside the forge. Oh yeah, it looks like if there's no Tide Farm, I forgot about that for the Japanese player, for Japan. But the Yoshiros will buy them some extra gold for free. Another town center here. You need to get the Daimyo Manor as soon as you can. Actually, it does have enough stone for Daimyo Manor. The castle is receiving some repairs. The sacred site's not actually captured now, is it? Because I see that little circle there. Because if we look over here, nope, I don't know why, I didn't realize that this circle capture bar is always up. I thought it was, if there's nothing influencing capture, it will be gone. It is me being stupid now. Japanese players are free for some Ono Bushiga and some various other units, and Kenyans are here to support them, but in small numbers, just getting the free ones. Got now the elite horsemen over on the Ono Bushigas, and now there's more Ono Bushigas right now, and they do have 17 damage, which is going to rip apart most of your stuff in melee, including heavy armed units. All 6 sides have been captured. Now got the Gamerson's Research and the Royal Bloodlines. He needs to get the crossbow stirrups as well. The man-at-arms deploying field. I think Jeanne d'Arc just leveled up. Yes, she has the blast cannon now. And deploy out more cannon for free. 2 arms men is now available. Should I get it out so she get out the cannon? Oh no! She went for the man-at-arms variant. Okay, I was not expecting that. I would assume in this situation the cannon would be the correct call, but that is not the case. Either way, the Jean's champions will have right now 6 armor, getting plus 1 armor for being near Jeanne. So they can get up to a little bit extra armor compared to regular man-at-arms, but Ono Bushigas will still rip apart. He needs a regular crossbow at this point in time. The regular crossbows would be, or the regular archers would be decent versus the Ono Bushigas. Doesn't have the Otsu for extra building damage. Crossbows are stepping away, getting some good damage there. And the cannon has gone down. The castle has been repaired quite nicely. And now we've got a Japanese bombard deployed on the field. 7 hand cannoneers going for more Ono Bushigas. They're just really cost effective, the Ono Bushigas. And they only cost 80 resources, so they're dirt cheap, and they get a large amount of stacking buffs and applied effects. Strength of Heaven could be useful. Use that on one of her champions. Get them really souped up. Jeanne d'Arc taking some hits there. Against Ono Bushigas, maybe a good idea to go for the Royal Knights now. As well as archers. Crossover swords are quite nice on top of the Arbiteers, giving them a significant amount of extra damage. But now we've got all these forces on pushing way forward. Jeanne d'Arc just getting simply overran by cheap fodder. And now we are seeing some horsemen mixed on in to help engage the Ono Bushiga. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc trying to go for some stone there. Does have the red palace here for fire support. Village need to get inside of it, which will get it to basically firing fully automatic. A good number of the Ashikaru hand cannoneers. Horsemen trying to push their way forward, but we'll find the Arbalest placement of the town center. Horsemen running on back. And now got the elite army Texanol on the way for Jeanne d'Arc. Really need to get the melee armor, which really helps out fighting against those Ono Bushigas. Push way forward. The Arbalest placed in the town center is going to get some good damage, but will take some time. More of these forces push way forward, and signed us back to the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next play. Back to the laggy main menu. This will probably be a good one. Nope, never mind. I should really go through these players, see which map packs they're using, and so I can download them. But I always forget to do that. I have to wait for this to close out. Come on now. Do I need to restart the game? And yep, looks like the laggy menu is really not want to make me close it out, so I have to restart the game client. My apologies. Funny thing is, I'm not getting lag at the moment, but it will pop up soon enough. Let's see. The shiny bridges. Too short. This one's a custom map, so let's not do that one. Or else we may run the exact same thing again. Now let's skim through these. Yep, on to the next player. Last online 2 days ago. Too short. Too short. You do this one right here. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPars 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the yellow Byzantians. We have Ka Beleth. Spawn on top right side as the blue Jeanne d'Arc. We have El Sensei. When it comes to map generation, looks like Deer and Boar spawn next to each other. Deer safe back here. Stone and Berry spawned up here for the Byzantine player. Stone and Gold down here. Oh, let's take a look. We've got Mercenary Royal Knights and Mercenary Horse Archers, and we do have Mercenary Magadai and the Mercenary Desert Raider. Mercenary Desert Raider seems like a good idea versus the Jeanne d'Arc. For Jeanne d'Arc, we got berries a little bit scattered over here. Gold's a little bit closer here. Wait. Jeanne d'Arc? No, she has all 4 gold deposits on the side of the map. It looks like there's extra stone on yellow side of the map. Looks like blue is, their over resources all pretty spread out. A grand winery now being employed on the field. As, of course, we got the School of Cavalry. Barracks going on up, likely eyeing against some Lentani to engage the Royal Knights. 1 cistern only on the field mode will provide plus 10% gathering rate. Got quite a bit of deer right here. Yellow spot has good number of sheep. He can lead to glory. Jeanne d'Arc is building out a mill. He may have almost enough to level up. Let's switch over to her. Just needs a little bit more to level up. Maybe a good idea to go for the Huntress variant. And that village does go down there. Spearman got distracted by the scout and did not hit the Royal Knight. Does set the Royal Knight there, but he already got the quick kill. A good number of villagers here onto Barry. Getting a good round of olive oil there as well. Has nearly 400 olive oil. And now we do have a wheelbarrow now being researched. Royal Knight and Scout push way forward. We'll get a free stab there. And will not be able to follow it up there. Oh, we got that Quarry defense there, giving them armor and damage. Giving them 8 melee attack spear. +1 damage in all ages, barring Imperial. Good charge attack there. But the Quarry defenses will result in to able to actually take a extra hit there. So even just activating that passively is very useful. Got a level 2 cistern there. Jeanne d'Arc fighting the boar. Now the boar's way up here, but Jeanne d'Arc should be able to start cleaning up from boar relatively soon. Got quite a bit of olive oil right now for the Byzantine player as well. Wolf will going down. Royal Knight has taken quite a bit of damage. And now we do have the Silk Road Mercenaries, which can give you access to javelin throwers, camel riders, and grenadiers. Don't think grenadiers would be all that useful. Javelin throwers are okay. I think he may just try to go for fast castle, and I could go for camel riders. But that's just a guess at the moment. I don't think javelin throwers are going to be useful. They can be useful, but not necessarily at this moment. He is going for a round of javelin throwers. Do have good range and good base damage. Villager does get impaled there. And got going for a bit of stone here as well, likely iron for some additional cisterns. Royal Knight tries to way forward. Does take out one of the villagers there, very nice. Scout does go down. And the Royal Knight's back on off. This Royal Knight up here is still quite wounded. Jeanne d'Arc will need an eye for chivalry relatively soon. Jeanne d'Arc, while not French, still has extra chivalry and canted saddles. Survival techniques and double broad axe now being researched. And now got the secondary town center for Jeanne d'Arc. Outpost now going on up. Limitani does take some hits there.
Equites in avant.
Royal Knights now falling back. No chivalry being researched just yet. Jeanne d'Arc and afford at the moment. Yeah, now secondary town center now being put up by the Byzantine player. Barriers have been collected up here. We do got a outpost here as well. That scout will go down, getting completely killed off there. Now another good amount of Olivo there for another round of javelin throwers. What is the cost to them? 460. Those units are moving around. We do not have the outposts going on up. Scout will get impaled. Nope, does avoid the damage there. Limitari and Javelin push their way forward. Jeanne d'Arc, of course, is a heavy infantry unit. Should be effective against these units, but she's just one person. She has 3 melee armor at the moment. No blacksmiths just yet on the field, so doesn't get the free melee damage as well. Jeanne d'Arc assigned to age up. I'm not sure she will go for the Guild Hall or for the Royal Institute. Both are a possibility right now. Yellow's just pulling up some more units there. It does not have siege engineers. Units collecting up wood here, as well as some deer. Sorry about that. You may have heard my drink open on up, and there is the Guild Hall. Survival techniques now being researched by the Byzantine player. Spearmen and gem throwers push forward. Outpost going to receive some damage. Going to take a bit of abuse there. Trying to be upgraded with arrow slits. Royal Knights trying to push way forward. Jeanne d'Arc's making a charge. Does take a hit there. Does distract these units. Holy Wrath does connect. So the javelin thrower's also got nails well. One Royal Knight does go down. Hopefully repairs up a couple points of damage on the outpost. Another Holy Wrath there. Divine Restoration as well. Holy Wrath is soon off cooldown. And Jeanne d'Arc does go down there. Does abandon the outpost there. Does lose one of the villagers. The outpost does have the arrow slip there, but will go down. Jeanne d'Arc has now aged up. Going for a barracks now. Eyeing for some man-at-arms. Jeanne's champions could be useful right now, but she can't select Jeanne's champions until she gets leveled up. Jeanne has not been redeployed, needs a bit more gold, and there's the gold there, lying on the ground, next to his opponent's units. Now the veteran Royal Knight research, he may have just sold some resource to get that gold. Another house there. There's a round of villagers up there collecting the gold. A little bit exposed, but it's off the side and concealed. Exposed is fine if they don't ever get seen. Now do you have the Golden Horn Tower now being pulled on the field. To give them 3 mercenaries, first with javelin throwers, then potentially with camel lancers, and then eventually grenadiers. Grenadiers could be useful, but maybe not. They don't have really good range, but they would be effective against groups of arbaletiers. If the Byzantine player goes for a good number of crossbows, then it might be a good idea to go for Jeanne's raiders, but maybe at this point in time, Jeanne's champions would be better.
Expose Amway.
4 should almost completely consumed. Outpost does get some shots there. Does go down there. Yellow's been losing a good number of scouts this game. Royal Knights, veteran Royal Knights making their charge. Fortified outpost research on the way. No weapon placement mode. Standard man-at-arms pushing way forward, gain some damage. Jeanne d'Arc has been redeployed. He's probably making her way forward now. Royal Knights taking some hits. Blue Scout does go down. Man-at-arms gain some good damage. They have a good amount of armor at the moment. Does get melee armor as well. Javelin thrower's not getting hit. Another round of javelin throwers there. Doesn't have the veteran mercenary contract, so can't get out camera riders just yet. Couple villagers gone up there. They try to shank that man at arms. Jeanne d'Arc to make her way forward. She does move the same speed as moves the body warriors. Got a fortified outpost there. And can always go for the Presidium in order to reduce damage taken. It'll be minus 20% damage. House taking some fire. Villager's not spotted. And the Cistern's out of range of that gold deposit, so it's not getting increased collection rate either. It's still quite a bit of food up here, boar and deer. Crossbows taking some hits there. Do now have a cataphract on field. Jeanne d'Arc with 0 health remaining. And now 0 health remaining. Could turn around and take out the cataphract, but it's going to fall on back. We've got a monk on the build queue for yellow, while blue has a monk. Walking past the sacred site there, trying to go for that relic. Relic number 1 now picked on up. Relic 2, 3 right there. 4 is in the middle, and 5 is pretty safe for yellow. Does burn down the house. We'll spot these villagers. Oh, and looks like yellow is at pop cap right now. Cataphract engaging that villager. And the horseman will take out the cataphract. Jeanne d'Arc's gonna catch the sacred site. She must be pretty close to leveling up. Pretty close. I still don't know if she should go for riders or champions. Champions are probably the better option at this moment in time. Second site now captured, which will give her plus 50 experience. And now we've got the veteran mercenary contracts and the veteran Limitani upgrade. Now got a blue keep in some of the map, which could give Jeanne d'Arc a good spot, good protection there to build the Red Palace in the future. Red Palace right there seems incredibly effective to me. Got a frack way over there. Villagers backing off the region. Horsemen trying to move and engage. We actually got a good number of crossbows in the field, so some Jeanne's riders may be better. Cataphract completely encircled, and we'll get stabbed to death. Jeanne d'Arc has to be... Yep. And does go the champion variant. We got a good number of arbaleteers now being employed on out.
pèse comme toi. Si fait que sera.
Cataphract does take some hits there. Horsemen and Arbaletiers push way forward. Only a small number of Jean's champions, of course. With that keep there, she can pull out some more Jean's champions. Horsemen charging their way forward. Holy Wrap was activated there, but I don't think that was good Holy Wrap. Arbaletiers do not have access to the Gamersons just yet. Horseman trying to overrun the Arbaletiers and Giant Throwers. Good Divine Restoration. She has herself does take some damage. Second side victory on the way for blue. Jean herself does get trapped there by her horseman. Mangonel placement now complete there on that outpost. Blue's able to break on through, gain some good damage onto these units. Horsemen have broke their way through, gain some good damage there on those crossbows. Spearmen being fumbled one at a time. Counter to not currently garrisoned. Maybe a good idea to get that stuff garrisoned, because horsemen going straight for the villagers right now, which is not good for yellow at least. Gonna take some losses there. Got Wool right there. He has thrown some relics inside the Grand Winery. He's going to lose some of these units. Those lose a horseman and a man-at-arms. 2 man-at-arms actually, and the 1 horseman. Now I got some Camel Riders here. Camel Riders should be effective versus the Horsemen and the Royal Knights. And since it's not classified as heavy, it will be reasonable versus these crossbows. Doesn't get any bonus damage, but neither will the crossbow. It doesn't really have any range armor as well, so we'll be focused down there. The rest of these man-at-arms are getting cleaned on up. Looks like we got the Kruger Toll defense. And blue has so far killed off 36 villagers of his opponent. When did he kill off 36 villagers? Jeez. I know there's a good number of villagers that got hit there, but I don't think 36 went down there. So yellow's very far behind. Got the red palace not being blown in the field. Red palace being blown up here. Maybe go a little bit more greedy and putting it right there. This will not cover the sacred site there. I'm not sure why he put it right there of all places. Could push it a little bit farther forward. It'll help protect the flank, that's for sure. Maybe Jean d'Arc, maybe I'm going to get some trade later on. Another keep there to protect this sacred site. The red palace gets filled. Every single keep will get an arbalist. We do now have the Ordnance Company now being researched, and Imperial Age is now complete. That was a guild hall. Has been recently withdrawn. Is going for gold right now. Camel Rider will go down. He's far from aging up, going for more arbalists. Actually not going to any villagers at the moment either. She does have 106 villagers, so she may be not eyeing to build any more villagers for the rest of the game. Horsemen around may want to getting the elite horseman upgrade. Should eye for the royal bloodlines. Now we do have a trebuchet to pull on the field. A number of spear on the field, so it's a good idea to go for more Jean's champions, and still has the converted man-at-arms as well. Outpost has been set ablaze. Does have the villagers repairing it. And now I got a couple villagers being tasked to repair it up. Horseman falling on back. Has taken some hits there. Gamerson and Elite Arbaletier research. Jean d'Arc does take some hits there. Jean's champions just got spawned. Another Holy Wrap should be available soon. Horseman engaging the trebuchets. Jean d'Arc trying to fall back there. She is taking quite some damage. Sixside has been decaptured. And the trebuchets have gone down. These horsemen need to get on out of there. Looks like they're going to die. Got quite a bit of resources right now stored up for Jean d'Arc. Byzantine player has plenty of gold. Needs more food. Going for a good number of the olive groves. Well, I can stand to get some other mills nearby. Horsemen charging their way forward. Trying to hit those villagers. Trebuchets engaging the keep. Horsemen charging way forward. Limkani got some good damage there. Good Holy Wrath. With Gamersons, these elite Arbaleteers have 9 melee armor. These Spearmen have 10 damage. These Limitar are literally doing 1 damage per attack against these Arbaleteers. He does not even hit the stutter step. They will take no damage. Horsemen do try to pursue there. Got a single camera rider. A single Prowl or Monk will be very useful keeping those guys healed on up. He's taking some rocks. Luckily he's wearing a helmet. Now we've got crossbow stirrups as well. There are a number of camel riders in the field. They will... Oh, that's way too many trebuchets at the moment. It does have 2 mangonels though. Battery ram's not being pulled out. Very nice. The monk's going to take time to heal the Saint. He has right now 600 health. They keep acing some rocks. So Jean's champions wouldn't be half bad. Does have the companion equipment. Horseman charging way forward. And the keep does go down. Does take out some of the mangonels there. Horseman does take out the mangonel as well. Keep his Arbaleteers nice and safe. Jornar can always go for more melee arm than Arbaleteers, but right now that's not really needed. And they can always activate passive, basically take no damage from the javelin throwers, or at least just a lot less. Horsemen do not take out the trebuchet there, and now with the Palatine School not being pulled a few, which will give him a chance of additional unique units. That monk is the Byzantine player is trying to stone that monk to death. How religious of him. Horseman trying to charge way forward. Still some good amount of Limkani here. Got a number of mangonels on the front line. But the problem is they're too far on the front line. Mangonels do go down there. Arbaleteers right now do have decent damage, but still only 1 damage against the crossbows. Got the elite mercenary contracts. Grenadiers could be decent against the Arbaleteers. Now I've got the blast cannon for Jean d'Arc. She does get the 7 champion variant, which would be very useful help going through the Limtani. Divine Restoration not active. Storm pushes way forward. Got a couple battery rams as well. Some of the Byzantine villagers started going down. Trebuchet does go down. And Yellow does back of the game now. That's the end of the great scene. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. For matchup, no thanks. And those replays are too old. Hidden. 25 days ago, 2 days ago. And hidden 1 hour ago. And hidden here we got some replays. Oh, so that person may change their name recently. This laggy menu. We do this one here, but before we get started, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. Sorry about that. So, let's get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HBars 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the orange Ultimans, we have Scarlet Devil. It looks like he's going to go for an early military academy. Spawn on top right side as the red Roost, we have Moldady here. I can't pronounce any sort of name. As we do have Roost play on the field, let's go and swap on out. See him to see the trade bounties. Four is up here. Red does find his deer deposit, or find his opponent's deer deposit. Where's Orange's scout? That's Orange's scout. He missed his own deer deposit. Oof. And this deer deposit has not been claimed either. Red, both his deer deposit out here, which Red has not found just yet. His scout went the same direction. Orange scout, which is not good. Well, actually, it's just fine because nothing's posing a threat to these deer over here. Red may find the deer right there. Finds a good number of sheep and a wolf. Orange's scout is here. Looks like finds another wolf here. Do have a scout over here now, which will find the deer deposit. Orange will find his close deer deposit. Red may sneak a kill or two. Looks like Red only gets to the deer. And he still has this deposit here, which is 7 deer, so he will get plus a wolf, so he will get his tier 2 trade bounty. Spearman does get hit there. In which there's actually quite a bit of stuff still in the field. Maybe we'll get his tier 3 if he gets both of the boar as well. We now have the Kremlin not being employed on the field. Let's swap out a caster mode. The Reese player does have 3 villagers on stone, so he is going to eye for a secondary town center. Probably put food on the right side as well as stone. The Kremlin there will find some good defensive. Oh, looks like Orange sneaks the kill there onto the wolf. So you will not be able to get that trade bounty. He needs at least 350. Oh, there's actually a deer still there. So kill off that deer and kill off one wolf, and then both boar will give him access to tier 3 trade bounty. Orange will not see the deer. I don't know if there's any more wolves left on the map. There's one. So we're just going to have to keep an ear out for the being attacked by a wolf signal. Scout engaging the mine, showing who's boss. Double broad axe now being researched. Over here, we do have the spearman being pushed on back. 3 scouts here hitting this mining camp. Being fast taking one of those healthier scouts engaged. Orange a scout. Getting some good damage there on the Orange scout there. Orange needs to pull back the scout. He may actually lose it. He's not paying attention. Loses the scout. Spearman's still over here. Deer is still alive. And now villagers push way over here. The villagers can shank that spearman no problem. He does spot that single deer. And he does practically get body blocked there by the town center, actually. But the spearman does not get shanked. And it's like, oh, there's actually a deer still alive there. Stab. Now the spearman will get shanked. Oh, looks like, it looks like Red wasn't paying attention, nor was I, and he lost all of his scouts. Howdy. Apparently those emojis don't really work all too well in my little chat box. May need to fix that. But then again, I don't really like emojis. Most of the time they're cancerous. Either way, we do now have some supply now being put up by the military school. We do still have the Twin Minaretes, though the previous patch did in fact buff the what is it called? It's been so long since seeing the other Ottoman landmark, I forget what it's called. Howdy. Those, of course, collecting up the deer. We do got a secondary town center now going up for Orange. No secondary military school just yet. You could try building that out so you can get out a nice reserve of units. The Valve techniques now complete by the Rus, and now it's going for some archers now. Sipahi will, of course, be very good against them. Line of fortified palisade walls now going on up to protect his flank. Another hunting cabin here to help collect the deer. And also it's in a good position there, so we'll get a decent amount of gold income. Should pay for itself in maybe in 4 minutes. Those getting hit there. Could activate Fortitude. Fortitude only reduces melee damage received, not range damage, so it's actually decent to use against villagers. Also, villagers try to shank him. Now got both military schools there. There's the blacksmith. And Sipahi does take some damage there. He can improve his defensive arrows by going for the range upgrade. Ottoman player only has wheelbarrow research, while the Rus player does have wheelbarrow and the lumber preservation for the one before, the double broad axe. We do now have the horticultural research. And now I do have an early night. The early night is going to impale the Sipahi no problem. Gets a follow-up strike as well. The Sipahi does have more damage than normal horseman at 12, but it does cost more than normal horseman at 160. And there goes that Sipahi thanks to the extra arrows. Got quite a bit of villagers here on gold. May want to go with an outpost there, just keep them extra safe. Oh, and Orange has a good number of sheep here, doesn't he? Red has a good number of sheep as well. So both players have a good amount of reserve of food. Scout getting hit there. We'll see he's rebuilt a scout. And the early night will keep the Spahi away. I've been doing it for quite some time. It's just I've not been growing quite a bit. Or I have been growing a little bit more faster now since I've been casting Heroes 1 as well as Age of Empires 4. But I started on my YouTube channel like in 2012. Starting out with Company Heroes 2 and Grey Goo. So now got a town center being pulled out next to Boar. He can actually garrison the town center and have the town center fight the Boar instead of his villagers. Keep it safer. As of right now, I pretty much just cast 4 as a hobby. And if I'm going to do anything career-wise, right now I'm just trying to cultivate a crowd, or a following, I guess you could say. Not for monetization. Looks like Boar will be killed. There goes the Hakuna Matata, though. Okay, there is enough space there between it and the town center, so it doesn't prevent any blockage there. Not really. I've been doing a bit of Age of Empires 3 in the interim. I still got burnt out on Red Alert 3 and Dawn of War 2 Elite mod. I heard there's a couple new ones coming out. What was it called? Stormgate and another one. There's another person I follow is Giant Grant Games, who's been interested in those games. So I wonder if they're going to do any well. I really wish Iron Harvest had a replay system. I think that's one reason why it's sort of petered out. Same thing with Grey Goo. If they don't have a replay system, I think replay systems are pretty important for RTSs in my opinion. You guys can create more of the casual environment rather than more of the not casual environment, if that makes any sort of sense. I do now got a pair of Lancers on pushing forward. Iron Harvest, yeah. Iron Harvest is pretty good. I love the atmosphere, but the unit response time is not good. There's a big severe lag time, and it's not exactly fun to micro on the infantry. They definitely put a large amount of art into it, don't get me wrong about that. I was even a backer for the game, so my face is actually in the game. It is a beautiful game, but it's clunky. High Trade House right now is providing, appears to be 160 gold per minute. That maybe still ticks out. That may be about right for tier 2 trade bounty. Fortified palisade walls now being torched on down. Got some upgrades here as well. Oh, here's one that's sort of quite interesting to me. Age of Mythology Retold. I love the crap of Age of Mythology. It's one of my favorite RTSs of all time. And the hopefully remaster is pretty good. I played the crap out of Age of Mythology when growing up. Was it good? Probably not. Wooden Fortress now garrison. He may need to bring up the militia. He doesn't have much military nearby. He does have 7 charges, so there's 14 militia available. And arms being picked on off. We do got some Spahi and other forces pushing forward. Wooden Fortress taking some hits. Yep, I don't blame you. But the same people who are doing Age of Mythology Remaster, I believe, is also did. That seemed unusually loud. Was also. Oh, apparently the Warrior Monk can't be converted. I did not know that. Was the same people who remastered Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 3. Age of Empires 3 had a bit of a rocky start, but overall it is, I'd say, in a good state at the moment. As long as it's not the same people who did the Chinese expansion. For me, I couldn't really get into StarCraft 1, at least not the, what's it called? The mod they put in StarCraft 2. It's the, when it comes to older games like that, if you don't fix, like, say, maximum 12 units per control group, it's something that's really hard to get back into. Some things need to be improved. Though the Command & Conquer remaster is pretty good. You know, I've got a good number of Janissaries pushing forward. A significant number of them that's going to rip apart the cavalry. You may need to get some Magnos to deal with them. Warrior monks will have a bit of trouble there. If he does get some Saint's blessings there. There's a round of militia, but not all the militia. Maganel not put on the field, but not on the Rus side. The militia has to be very aggressive. Maybe send the militia to gauge the Maganel. Crossbows gain some good damage on in. Hitting gains some good damage on the men-arms. Maganel rolls a missile on the crossbows. Good micro there by Red. Trying to focus on the Lancer. Lancer does go down. More Spearmen men-arms here. Change of balance in many other things that StarCraft 1 says it. Oh yeah. If I remember correctly as well, StarCraft 1's UI, the spell captures a balance because it's horrendously bad to cast them. Because the spells are incredibly overpowered, but are incredibly hard to use because how clunky the UI is. Yeah, I can see that. It's probably, and not to mention, Zerglings and company, and not company one, StarCraft 1 are really overpowered. If they didn't have that issue, then I would assume Zerg would be immensely overpowered, as well as spellcasters. Imams capture the sacred site there. Down south, got more farms going on up, but that's not great farm placement. At least get a mill right there, make it a little bit better. He's a little bit. Oh, what the hell is that? There's actually no path there from the farm to the town center. He has to go all the way around. Ugh, he is not placing good farms. We do now have the forestry and the veteran spearman research. Red right now has 102 villagers versus 86, 42 to 40. Values in favor of orange, but only by a small amount. But it's actually increasing quite well. We do got quite a bit of man-arms being pulled for the Ottoman, as well as the Sipahi. No more Janissaries, so that may have been. Let's take a look at the Vizier. I have not been paying attention to the Vizier. Bruce Player is almost a tier 3 trade bounty. It's gone for the Antonio Hills, military campus, fast training, and a Janissary company. That's where he got the majority of his Janissaries from. Or maybe entirety. One to two. You now have a single or 2 spring goals on the field. It takes 3 spring goals to 1 shot at Maganel. Got a good number of man-at-arms here. Crossbows will be very useful, which he does have a good number of them. Man-at-arms are going to be useful versus, of course, the man-at-arms, as well as against the Sipahi. We got 3 Maganels on the field for the Autumn player. We've got Mass Maganel. So, yep, those spring goals, he needs to make sure he protects. He does have 3 spring goals on the field now. Can't afford to lose any. Got some Rus Knights on the way as well. And well as another Warrior Monk, he may be eyeing to get out some more Saint's Blessings. Horseman goes down, spring golds, gets a hit there. It's in a very urbanized area, so the spring gold should save for now. Magnol's back off their distance, which means not being useful. Spring gold should just shoot anything. Militia being brought on the field. Another Maganel pushes way forward. Crossbow. Oh, and that Maganel immediately gets sniped. Very good. This Maganel is now going down the hill. This Maganel is going to push way forward. Does the mid-turn path nearby for increased attack speed. Bruce front line starting to disintegrate. He does have 1 charge of militia at the moment. The Roost Player does its own Magnet on the field, but Springall's gonna go down. All the Springall calls to go down, but all the Magnals go down, so they did their job. Crossbow's gonna get overran. Maganel not being hit by the Spahi. Maybe when he use the Fortitude ability to quickly kill it off. Double Spearman now engage the Spahi. Man arms straight forward. Rooster player says crossbows engage the man at arms. Handful of Spearmen just remaining. Might as well call them the militia. All two of them. Man arms slowly being whittled down. Spahi getting whittled down as well. More Spearmen. Spahi push way forward. Council is engaging. Does have the forces here for defense as well. But he's starting to place like overran. He's got more Spearmen. Got some Metros here. They may be opting to pick up the Metros with reinforcing Spearmen. And Orange now falling back. He's going for more Sipahi right now from his 4 military schools, as well as more Maganel. He went for the Mid Imperial armor, right? Yes, he did. Glide one shipment casual, that's not bad. And campaigns and co-op. Oh, I started to see the previous message. My favorite was Warcraft 3. The only thing I was playing competitively, but I didn't get far since I wasn't focused on it. Hold slow, but only play campaigns and co-op. Campaigns are fine. Most players actually don't go to multiplayer. There is a game, or there is a video from Giant Grant Games explaining why RTS developers need to focus more on the co-op experience and single-player experience rather than multiplayer, because only about 20% of players at most go from single-player to multiplayer. And so, if you play any sort of multiplayer, whether it be 1 or 2 games, that could meet the bare bones definition of hardcore. And actually, the most popular game mode right now in StarCraft 2 is co-op. Since a PvE environment's a bit more relaxed and more fun, rather than competitive. One of these Maganels is severely wounded. He does not have any Janissaries. Janissaries do have repair ability, but he does not have them on the field, so he can't repair up the Maganel. Another Vizier is not available. It's the last remaining Vizier. Yep, I guess about right. I've never really played much co-op in StarCraft 2 myself. No multiplayer, just campaign for me, because the campaigns are quite reasonable. At least the Wings of Liberty. Heart of the Swarm was pretty easy in my opinion, and I found the Legacy of the Void campaign just too much focus around the Spear of Adun. Yeah, that would be how about the promises they already made or Reforged? After all, I don't think you got even the basic promises, let alone something like that. Horsemen moving around. Oh, not sure what is with those units. Those units being thrown away. I can see the Horseman trying to go for harassment, but he does throw away those units as well. Oh wait, maybe trying to free up some population space. High army not being built, as well as melee armor and military academies. Yeah. Even right now, people say they can't recommend Reforged. Yeah. They apparently made even Warcraft 3 not Reforged even worse with the breaking down some of its functions. Istanbul Observatory now being employed on the field. Those are getting hit there. Imam trying to keep the points captured. He does go down. It's 50-50 whether or not this point will decapture. If you were to task the cavalry to charge forward ahead, you would stop the decapture. Looks like it won't be decaptured. Or will be decaptured. Both players now advance to the next age. Do have the high armory here. You know, get some dirt cheap siege weapons. Or at least a discount on them. And there goes that sacred site. I haven't really looked into Stormgate just yet. If they have a co-op mode, that would be nice. I think the people made Stormgate were some of the more original developers of StarCraft 2, or at least some of the older Blizzard developers. So hopefully they get some good work done and learn and understand what they've done. Man-Arms 2 get annihilated there, so these crossbows as well. They're just sort of streamlined forward. Right now, I have no faith in any sort of game. Company Heroes 3 was a massive letdown for me. Not sure about 3-player one, since even finding one of my friends with play RTS is hard, yeah. RTS is definitely a smaller genre. If there was actually more good games, the genre would grow. But the problem is, there hasn't really been a whole lot of massive games, blockbuster success stories. Man-Arms now trying to pursue that villager. That villager will be saved by the Sipahi. There is a large number of Mangonels there, isn't there? 3 Spring Gold support, more Spear and on the flanks. This will keep his opponent at base. These Man-Arms now hitting his opponent's villagers. This will keep him crowded in space, keep him from going to offense, allowing the Roost player to get more of a desired composition and actually see what his opponent's gone for. He sees the Sipahi. He sees all these units, spearmen. And there's a handful of Janissaries there, just going for a good number of Janissaries. Has not seen all the Mangonels, which actually may be important for the Ottoman player. He should actually keep these Mangonels in reserve. If this one does not know about them, then he won't prepare a counter for them. Trying to push right forward there. Some more Roost Horsemen. They're not Elite Horsemen. The Elite Horsemen's on the way, going for Elite Army Tactics. Does have Boyar Fortitude, not Biology, however. Does put the Elite Sipahi, which they do have Biology researched. Man-Arms take some damage there. Does save his Mangonels, though some of them have taken some hits. Janissaries, of course, can repair them up. A decent force here. The Roost player is actually not at pop cap. He needs to rebuild some units. Pushing down some farms there. More of these crossbows pushing forward. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he is keeping his opponent in his base. The Ottoman player does have a bit of stone. Got 3 relics for red, 2 relics for orange. Horseman pushing way forward. Mangonel gets minor damage there. Got some Schultz here. Gets a decent hit there on the Janissaries. And a Spearman took some good hits as well. Does have Elite Army Tactics. We got a very large number of Mangonels. 7 Mangonels there. And they all hit those horsemen, getting severe damage there. Spring Gulls pushing forward. He does have the increased range upgrade and the high armor upgrade, so giving them 12.5 range. They'll only be outdone by Mongol Spring Gulls. And almost all those Mangonels going down. Great engagement by the Roost, but he now has to deal with all these other forces on the ground. He has a good number of Schultz there. Spring Gulls pushing forward. He has his own Mangonels pushing forward to the Janissaries. Janissaries taking massive hits there. Sipahi starting going down. Horseman pushing forward. Spearman is Horseman now charging. Massive number of Sipahi still here. So the Spearman can be very useful, as was Man Armed. Schultz will to shoot anything and everything. Trying to go with the Mangonels. You'll lose the Sipahi to go with the Mangonels. But everything else will get annihilated by the Schultz and Spearman. A couple of Roost archers in the mix. Great bombard now pulling on field. He's good damage there. Schultze and archers push way forward. Single horseman charges way forward as well. He only has a couple of them, but Springvald's get a good hit there on the Great Bombard and does take out the Great Bombard there. Schultze in the back line, Spotty creeping the way around the corner and closing the Schultze now. Spearman and Man Orange trying to stop the Spotty there. He does have some place Schultze now, okay, for increased attack speed. And Spotty starting to get ripped apart. Spotty does start going down. Red's making some good headway there. Being very effective, and Orange does back of the game now. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Sorry, I just saw another comment. The fact you're able to play the campaign and the co-op is great. Oh, if you want another game that you can play a co-op with one other person, Red Alert 3. That game's pretty fun. It's also really, really stupid, and you get a lot of memes from it. That's one I just did. A little bit too short. Another 20-minute one. Let's try for longer. That's still even a little bit shorter. Yep, and let's just head to another layer. Last online 6 hours ago, but I do have to be careful of him. I remember casting some replays with him yesterday. And it's hidden, so never mind on that. I do not recognize this player name. Hidden either way. Last online 6 hours ago, so let's go for this one. Let's see, also you'll be able to play the campaign and co-op's great. I feel like the best way to learn RTS is most casually friendly, and only one of those need to own it, so you don't have to convince them to buy it. Wait, is that for Stormgate? This guy may only have team games. And that's quite nice. That's one way to get other people in the community. Game will be free to play? Ah. That's one way to build a community. That's one reason why like a lot of Paradox game does retain a pretty healthy community as well, where only the DLC is based on the host, in which people who don't have the DLC can still use DLC if they play with a friend. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Bottom left side as the green or the dragon player, we have Team Gamer. On top right side as the orange English, we have Zertier. Zerti? I have no idea. And he immediately goes for a pair of farms to extend his sheep, and wait, he's not going for any villagers on gold at the moment. Does get some arrows there onto the scout, and now he's going for some gold and a house now. When it comes to map generation, orange does have a good amount of deer and boar next to each other, gold and stone next to each other. Various resources a bit scattered on the right side. For green, does have quite a bit of gold right here. It's next to some stone. Good spot for a secondary town center, but it's a good chance that Holy Roman Empire player tends not to go. Oh, we got a Gilded Spearman, in which since we got a very late start on the gold, the Gilded Spearman actually is going to get some work done. Though English villagers do have decent, actually have a bow and arrow, so they can retaliate for free. Fires a volley there. Slowly being whittled down, but it's doing a good job at 9 the gold income. Good micro there with the network castles. He's able to increase attack speed to 3. And the Gilded Spearman goes down to English villagers. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But back over here. Order Empire players tend not to go for secondary town center, but all the Dragons players do tend to go for a town center, so it's probably a good spot for the deer and for the gold. Down south, there's more deer and boar next to each other, so there's a good amount of food. And a little bit extra gold up here. There's actually quite a bit of stone right here. 4 small deposits spawned right in front of him over here. 1 large one over there. Well, green's 4 small is very scatterous. Council Hall now going on up at times to archery range. And over here, you got the Minwork Palace to get the unique research and a free blacksmith. Blacksmith will also be cheaper and faster. We do now have the mill. But this will improve the collection rate of those 2 farms. Though there's not enough room there to place a farm between here and the house. Council Hall 4 villagers, Minwork Palace 2 villagers.
Yes, sir.
And the Council Hall is now complete. He's meeting with some longbowmen, eyeing for a bit of harassment. And now we do have a house here. Got a lumber camp here. And now got the Minwork Palace range armor increase now. Longbowman making his advance. We do have a barracks here going for a Gilded Man-at-Arms. So she'll easily deal with that longbowman, no problem. I always say feudal Man-at-Arms tend to be the best units in the entire game. Both players can deploy a feudal Man-at-Arms. Of course, as a Gilded Man-at-Arms has 3 range armor, the longbowman does punch harder, so we'll be able to do 6 damage or 3 damage per shot. Does get +1 range armor there. The Minwork Palace is great for Man-at-Arms rush, since it does both the Holy Roman Empire and the Order of Dragons have the minus 40% cost and 40% research faster. Believe it or not, Man-at-Arms rushes are pretty good with the Minwork Palace. You also can get cheaper siege engineers as well. Longbowman just being pursued. He does have more longbowmen being put on the field. So we have to watch. Kill this Gilded Man-at-Arms 1,000 cuts. We're doing 2 damage per shot, soon to be 3 damage per shot. Scout does get Forsen back. You can always go with the Golden Cuirass. If they fall below 30% health, they take 20% less damage, making it even more hard to kill. Villagers do take a good volley of arrows there. Order of the Dragons villagers do have extra health. Does not have textiles just yet. 9 longbowmen in the field at the moment. Gilded Horsemen now being put on the field. That should be very effective versus these longbowmen. He's going to need more than just 1. Gilded Horsemen now put on the field. Gilded Man-at-Arms taking some massive damage there from the various sources. The villagers only have a 5 damage bow, so they will do minimal damage versus the Gilded Man-at-Arms. Or 6 damage bow now. So they do double damage, from what I was referencing. Got some Gilded Archers in the field. Gilded Archers do have a high attack speed bow with a slightly extra range. And some extra health to work with. English player's going for range armor now. Got those research going up as well.
What's Winchester?
Specialized pick now researched. Got these forces now push way forward. Gilded Archer can quickly be picked on off. This is not good for both players. Does get some good hits down the Gilded Archers. Gilded Horsemen now engaged in the Longbowmen. Got a Villager also walking on by, getting shanked by a not Gilded Scout. Gilded Bowman being focused down. Gilded Horseman, one of them's already go down. He needs to focus that one down first, probably. Gilded Horseman does go down. Got a couple Spearmen here. Or a single Spearman. He needs to get out Spearman first. Got a lot of extra damage on that Gilded Horseman. Only does 30 damage versus the Longbowmen each. So we'll 3-shot the Longbowmen. More Gilded Horsemen there. Now do you have an outpost being built? Outposts will provide network of castles. No palings deployed on out. Gilded Horseman taking some fire. And now the Gilded Horseman gains good damage there on these Longbowmen. Now going to focus on the Villager. The outpost is nowhere we're built, so he probably not focus down that Villager, but he will take him out. Got a couple Spearmen here to engage the Gilded Horsemen. And the Gilded Horsemen are just moving around. Taking some damage there. Gilded Archers taking some damage as well, being focused down. And the Spearmen now getting some damage down those Gilded Horsemen, and the Scout taking some damage as well. Scout down, not big surprise. Longbowmen do impale that Longbowman. Gilded Horseman impaled the Longbowman. Got a couple Spearmen here. They're taking some damage from the Gilded Archers, but the Gilded Horseman taking some severe damage. Just a small number of Spearmen is all you need to gauge the Gilded Horseman. And that Gilded Horseman is down to 5 health, so even a Longbowman poses a massive threat to him. And now the English player is going for Wheelbarrow. Looks like this village is going to be continuing constructing that outpost. Couple of defensive spearmen there. Maybe it's a good idea to go for palings. One of the few times where palings going to be useful. Good archer does go down. Spearmen charging the way forward. Spearman could turn around, engage the Gilded Horseman, get some good damage there. Longbowman being focused on by the Gilded Horseman. Gilded Horseman still hitting them, and the Spearmen are not staying alive. We do have 2 early mana arms as well on the field for the English player. The early mana arms may want to turn around and engage those Gilded Archers. They do have good attack speed, but they mostly rely on attack speed to do damage. Takes out the outpost, and now do have Boar being obtained. Boar down. You can't build a mill. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I'm not sure what those villagers are doing. They're really bugging out because you shouldn't be able to build a mill on top of the Boar, right? You got some of these guys building the Boar. These are... I have no idea what those villagers are doing. It really bugged out there. You shouldn't be able to build a mill on top of Boar like that. And he can only use 3 villagers to collect the Boar itself. There's still plenty of deer in this region to collect up either way. Maybe go for another mill here. And grind those deer up in a thin red paste. Which is a really good perk in Fallout New Vegas, them good eats. Longbowmen, 14 longbowmen versus 10 gilded archers, not man at arms. Gilded horsemen charge way forward, and we've got the spearmen and man at arms do take him out. Mill now being employed on the field. Wood is being collected up there, not a big surprise, but the English players are really collecting up his wood. Can have quite a bit of wood right now to start transitioning to some farming economy. Golden Cuirass now deployed on the field. He's just like eyeing for some men at arms now. One gilded men at arms deployed on the field, another one on the way. He's having trouble maintaining feud control, so maybe not a good idea to go to the Regnice Cathedral. Maybe a good idea to go to the Bolgraf Palace. If you have less relics, Bolgraf Palace does provide more resources. If you're able to obtain all the relics, then the Regnice Cathedral will provide more value.
Cometh on.
Ono gebuvet.
Let us go.
Gilded horsemen for them, which is a good number of them. Do got 3 gilded men at arms in the field as well. Longbowman gains good damage there. Spearmen and men arms forward. Now got the network of castles. Those gilded men arms will take quite a bit of abuse, especially the Golden Cuirass. Out, and the outpost drawing too much fire right there. He needs to retask them away from the structure. Does get some good damage there. Gilded man arms pushing the way forward. Early man arms on push way forward, trying to get some damage onto these gilded longbow or gilded archers. Gilded horsemen take some fire now. Most of them have gone down. One remains. All of them have gone down. Take some damage there. Gilded man at arms engaging that outpost. Got these early man arms getting some good damage there onto the gilded archers. Longbowmen getting some fire. Does have effective network of castles. And the man at arms almost down. Barring that one. Gilded man at arms moving forward. Got a gilded or not gilded man at arms now trying to engage him. Focusing the man at arms now. A couple more man at arms and longbowmen now being employed on out. Now do have the King's Palace, which does provide him free secondary town center. There's good damage there. Longbowman getting some hits there. We've got the men arms pushing forward, getting some damage onto the archers. Villagers getting hit there. One does go down, 2 will go down, the third one will probably escape on out of there. Man arms engaging that man at arms. Longbowman trying to provide some good fire support. The King's Palace almost complete. You can go for the veteran longbowman research, but maybe a good idea to just go straight for crossbow production to hit those men at arms. He doesn't have stable in the field, so can't go for some knights. And I do have the veteran longbowman research, which will give him actually a decent amount of extra damage. Right now, these longbowmen doing what? 3 damage per arrow against the man at arms. Those should put him with a 4. Go with the range damage, he'll get up to 5 damage. Actually, we'll get them to 6 damage. I always forget the archer upgrade always give them +2 damage if going over to veteran. In arms, straight forward to engage those longbow. We've got the Regnese Cathedral now being pulled on out. Please go nine for those relics. Gilded Man-at-Arms takes some fire. Now do have the Man-at-Arms upgrade for the English player, upgrading the early Man-at-Arms to regular Man-at-Arms. Running out a Longbowman there. He could try garrison the outpost in order to fight, since he doesn't have good numbers anymore. Early Man-at-Arms does go down there. No armor clad just yet. The English player has quite a bit of resources stockpiled on up.
Schönes Bilde. Schönes Bilde.
Was soll getan werden?
Gute Leistung meinerseits.
On the fortas, Beren.
Ruft den Vororten, bewegt euch. Was soll getan werden?
We do now have the Dragon Scaled armor increasing the range armor of Gilded Archers by 3. That can be very useful to fight against the Longbowmen, so it's probably good they did not go for any more Longbowmen. One of the veteran upgrade is still useful, just to make sure they get a little bit more value, longevity out of them. And now the armored clad research, so this can make one transition to mass man-arms. The veteran Gilded Archers only get up to 10 armor this age, in which the man-arms can't, or 10 damage this age, in which the armor-clad man-arms can get up to, what, 8 armor this age? So they can take a lot of hits. Do now the dragon-scaled armor now. Right now they have 5 range armor, so these longbowmen will do at most 5 damage per hit as well. Thank you. And have a good evening. And the prelate will be focused on by the man-at-arms. More longbowmen there. Gilded crossbow does take some hits there. It's not affected by the armor upgrade of the archers.
Asterias, Rathe Arwayman. Upnan Ferret Arwayman. It's in Shetendeus.
We've got now the network of castles here. Give them good defensive capability. Right now, the man-at-arms do have 8 range armor, so these good archers will only do 1 damage each. He's realized his opponent's going for mass man-at-arms now, rather than going for longbowmen. So he's going to just keep producing crossbows now, though he is still building some longbowmen to aid his force. We don't see any more gilded man-at-arms here. We do have a single gilded knight somewhere, which helped him say good night to his opponent. Gold being collected up there, no outpost. And there's a Gilded Knight. Gilded Knight does have excellent damage, health, and armor. The Gilded Knight right now has 6 armor. The not Gilded Man-at-Arms have 12 damage, so doing 50% less damage to the Knight. And the armor will not be very useful for them due to the high base damage of the Gilded Knight. Man-at-Arms push forward, trying to torch down the outpost. We do got a Spring Golem placement with a relic on the inside. Not fortified at the moment. He can use emergency repairs. Emergency repairs are now active, which will keep him nice and topped off. We got army size of 35 versus 36, so very similar army sizes. Gilded crossbows do have 6 tile range, so do hit for a decent range, able to stay away from the longbowmen. And now we do have the fortified outposts now complete. And he took nearly perfect damage onto it.
wende mich an meine Arbeit.
Ik hier het dat.
English players going for more economic techs as well as for more melee armor.
Adresset jou aan verre. Move it. Get
And up here we do now have a large number of palisade walls going on up. Spring balls gain some decent damage there onto the man-at-arms. Distractionary Wololo. Three relics have been claimed by Orange, the fourth one on the way. Green's only got one relic, so he failed getting the relics, so now going for Aragonese Cathedral is actually not that great. He really should have gone for the Bolgrav Palace. Bolgrav Palace would provide him actually more value with the unit reduction.
God Switzerland.
Also being claimed up here, as with that whole bug placement there, it's actually very hard. Oh, the boar only has 58 food left. Sacred sites now being claimed by Orange, massive around the palisade walls being built.
Weapons, Yara. Fort.
Dorn how research now complete, so his lance connects will do a bit of bleed damage. It's actually good against villagers, not exactly great against mass armies. Though with the higher armored English units, the bleed effect can be a bit more significant. So far, he only has a single lance connect on the field. A couple more could be useful, but they will see bonus damage from the longbowmen. That's a single, not longbowman, but villager there. Gain some arrows. Outposting some fire. Can be repaired on up, but the relic on the inside does take a little less fire damage with the extra torch armor, extra fire armor. Gilded crossbows gain some good damage there on those English man arms. They do hit like a truck. They probably fire small trucks. Emergency repair is now activated there on the outpost. Gilded man arms and 9 push way forward. Do got the single Zorn Howl push way forward. Lance Connect has gone down, but he does have some bleed effect on his units. Gilded man arms engaged in the longbowman army. Got a decent number of crossbows here by the English player as well. More barracks there. Got a couple prelates there for healing. They do have the Inspire ability there to inspire these military units. Single English monk here for healing. Do have an outpost here, upgrade for Spring Gold and Fortified. Military Academy is now being built, and some more mining techs. Now got a pair of battery rams being pulled on the field. We do now have a good number of battery rams here. Very good number of battering rams. 8. I hope them try to break through the opponent's outpost there. If the big conflict happens, these battery rams could bypass the engagement and go straight to his opponent's base. Now we've got the Berkshire Castle here, though I don't think it will be completed before the next engagement. Man-at-arms do have increased attack speed being near the outposts now. Get these forces push way forward. Got a spring guard on the field from, no, that's just inside the outpost, so technically not on the field. Man-arms engaging man-arms. No, lance connects in the field. Batteries push way forward, which could actually do some serious damage to the Berkshire Castle that's still under construction. And it's taking some hits there. The Berkshire Castle will be complete, won't be interrupted. But you will get the age up. Does inside the outpost now. It's firing arrows against the banner, which is not good. He needs to perhaps recast against infantry units. Safe side has been decaptured. Crossbows and longbows engaging. Berkshire Castle has been set ablaze. It does abandon the villagers out of the region. Going for the elite man-at-arms and the elite longbowman research. He does have some lance connects in the field. At least just the one. Breeze push forward. Not many man-at-arms on this side of the field at the moment, so the longbowman can do some good work. He's trying to wait for the elite to upgrade. One of the man-arms to go down. Prelates on the front line. Prelates will quickly go on down as well. Veterans engaged in this siege workshop. The siege workshop does go down. Council Hall now takes some fire. Filters not going for torches, does get sent to the town center now. Outpost has, or the Council Hall has been burned down. Elite man-arms running around. They have 9 armor at the moment. The crossbows do still some damage. Battery rams not connecting onto the town center. Town center is getting arrows onto the units up here. Man-arms still pushing forward. That's to be landmark 3 of 4. The last remaining landmark's way up here. So he won't be knocked out by annihilation just yet, but he's getting knocked out based on conquest. Man-arms are trying to push their way forward. Got some now good horsemen there to engage the various range forces now. Those here a little bit stacked on up, having flaming wheat in their hands. Longbow getting hit there. He does want the King's Palace now, getting the monastery, and orange back to the game now. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Up here's another game. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. On the bottom right side as the Cyan Mongols, we have Team Gamer. On top left side as the orange Ayyubids, we have Xurti. If you take a look at the map, we've got the deer deposit pretty close to these berries. There's quite a bit of food here for orange. He's going for these berries first. Ovo being pulled out there. Will we see a Spearman Rush? It seems like we've only ever seen Mongols going for Spearman Rush. He's going for a large amount of wood here. Will we go for a barracks or will we go for a pasture? Barracks. So we are going to see a Spearman Rush. And we'll spot the sheep being claimed. Your deposit's way over here or here next to some sheep. Actually, there's 4 sheep on one screen here. In which orange will likely claim all the sheep on the map since Cyan's going to be aggressive, so Cyan will forfeit the majority of the sheep. Also wisdom buff on the way. And here's the thing about fighting at Abbasid and Ayyubids. They get free fire armor, which means your Spearman Rush is going to be less effective. So putting outposts over here will help him deny not only the gold, but also deny the berries and deer. So this is a good spot for an outpost. Let's find another sheep there. Signs found very little sheep. Did try to get some spear throws there, but unsuccessful. Has quite a bit of surface there for wood collection as well. And there's Spearman there. He's going to throw some torches on in, and the Townsend's range do go right there. One Spearman does go down. He's able to fight next to inside of Townsend range. Nope, looks like he's just out of it. The terrain does interrupt with the range a little bit. So Spearman's in a perfect spot, but there's no other perfect spots there. Trying to forward a whole bunch of torches. He is aging up with economic growth. Villager's not getting shanked, and he's not moving the Spearman there. More torches there. He's trying to finish the outpost. Trying to shank the villager. No, throw some torches there. Outpost will be immediately set ablaze. Outpost is built. It is starting to repair up now. Trying to find some arrows. The Spearman DPS is a little bit better, but of course a little bit safer and easier to manage the arrows. Scout throws some torches on in. Looks like he can abandon the outpost to get it repaired. It does get the age up there. It does get a couple extra villagers, but it did lose a villager. Starting to repair up the outpost now. But I think with also Ayubids and Abbasid, not only do they get that fire armor, they also, of course, get free improved siege engineers immediately. So he's able to build out some batteries right now with his basic military infantry. So maybe a good idea to do that. The fog is definitely very ghastly. Look at that smoke there. Definitely Aztec gold. Another outpost attempting to be built out there. He's collecting quite a bit wood there. He's going to eye for barracks and battering rams, I'm guessing. No, archery range and battering rams, I'm guessing. Deer stone now being pulled on the field. Rapid trying to build it up now. Deer redeploying next to the deer deposit. And orange does have a good number of sheep still here, and of course have the berries. The column does find a couple more sheep to lead to glory. And Sign's almost out of sheep. And this is one of the Spearman Rush. You tend to forfeit a good number of sheep on the map. Villagers getting hit there. The outpost is now built. He is now aged up. He can go for a pair of arrow slits. He's going for a pair of arrow slits right now. This one does have a little bit farther forward. Mongol player could be aggressive. More aggressive, maybe not. He's not going for any more Spearman, not be any more aggressive, not being hard in Spearman research. So, designed for an eco phase. I've got quite a bit of wood. He's got some more food. Got the deer down. Sent over 4 villagers there. He may need to build an outpost to keep them protective. Was that a stable archery range? Archery range. Oh wait, what? We got a proxy stable there, built by this villager. Going for some Keshiks. I was not expecting a proxy stable. You can always pack it up and leave. You now have 3 archers straight forward. This one does take some damage. It denies the stable's way over there. You may need to bring that Keshik way back over here for negating the purpose of a proxy stable. Cancels the archer range, redeploying the archer range over here. We can get out some archers, probably times 2 archers. Keshik number 1 is deployed in the field. And he's going to bring it back all the way home, so it's the opposite of proxy. And Scout will take out the column. Either way, we do now have the archery not complete. ×2 archers should be built relatively soon. Here, oh, he's going to try to steal his opponent's deer. A little bit risky, but there's only one villager there. And gears are expensive. 100, they're not worth 100 wood. And they're paying the butt to reposition. So, for a long distance move, it should be reasonably enough to move it out of the way. Defensive archers there. Archer does go down here. Over here, it's just a scout, so all the archers went down to that Keshik. Very nice. Mining camp could be set ablaze relatively soon. No more proxy Keshiks. Hardened Spearmen now researched. 6 archers in the field, another 2 on the way. You can always tell what's a ×2 if the archers are here and there's a unit being built, same unit being next to it. That is an indication that it's going to be a ×2 archer. Keshiks are taking some hits there. There's 2 outposts there. But do you see age up? He is going for Culture Wing advancement. It's a faster age up and cheaper age up. Also got that outpost a little bit too close. And now this villager is quite wounded. Got a good number of archers, spearmen, and Keshiks moving along the flanks. And now we've got siege engineers, not improved siege engineers being researched. And soon he will get a little bit of raid bounty. There we go, plus 25 food. Really worth spending all of these resources to get 25 food and gold. At least it's denying quite a bit of gold income. He is forced to collect over here. Range armor now being researched by the Mongol player. He's probably going to be fighting against some camel lancers relatively soon, but he is going for 4 camel lancers. Has 1 desert raider on the field. Keshiks will have been trouble with neither of those camel lancers, but now got a battering ram there. Side's going to be aggressive. Oh, good. Oh, no spear brace there? Can desert raiders not be spear braced? That was definitely the sound effect for the spear brace. So maybe desert raiders can't be spear braced. If they can't, that may be a bug. Speed arrow there, which the battering ram does go fast with it. Gotta be careful about the arrows. Oh, and now got a massive number of villagers here. Gotta focus on those villagers, the archers, spearmen, and try and engage his forces. Khan does go down. He already activated his arrows, so he's nothing more combatant at that time. A number of those villagers are getting hit. 14, 15 villagers, 16 villagers killed, 17. Massive number of villagers were hit there. 18 villagers hit there. More villagers going down, 19. It's now falling back. Stein did lose army, but Orange lost a vast number of villagers there. His opponent has more than 50% villagers. Going for more archers now. He sees all the camel lancers, so we got an idea to go for spearmen. Now going for ×2 spearmen as well as a Keshik. Keshik over here. To be honest, a proxy. No, we can't go proxy siege camp. That's an age 3 structure. Spear brace there. More spearmen engaging on in. Spearmen are good. Does get some good hits there on those camel lancers. They do have 4 range armor. These archers only have 6 damage, so they do 2 damage per arrow. Not great. But at least able to escort the spearmen away from the archers, which they're not better than archers yet either. He is trying to recover his gold income. More archers, more spear not being employed on the field. Dervish does take some hits there. Dervish down. Spearman pursuing. Mongol player, while he's down in age, is still in good position. Has enough gold to age up. If he doesn't, he can retest these villagers on something else. Does have a pasture here. Did not play them next to Ovo, so does not get increased sheep production. House taking some fire, but yet so not on fire. Great opportunity there for Cyan to get some, or Orange to get some free kills. Going for another battering ram here. The previous one was pretty good, so let's see if this one's good. Spearman does get some good damage there. Battering ram now floating on the field. Still stealing the deer. Still in the first deer. There's a Keshik now. 2 Keshiks now charging to his opponent's base. Camel Lancers need to retaliate. There's an exposed villager there. Does not get the impalement on the villager. Does get some damage onto him, but most of these Keshiks will probably go down. Or at least that wounded one. Does find that villager there. Gets some good strikes there. Does not get the kill on that villager. Now his army's starting to push forward. Lacking, probably should get some more spearmen. Spearmen will offer some good torch damage as well as some anti-camel damage. He does get the inside the garrison inside the battering ram. Very good. A little bit late response there. Keshiks do take some hits. Spearmen do get some good damage there. Got the arrow there, so there's archers need to focus down his opponent's archers. But he's out of spearmen now. Nope, he does have some spearmen inside the battering ram. Dervish there. Dervish going for a conversion there. That's a good position. Forces his opponents to relocate. Battering ram does not really relocate. Will not lose that archer there. He just loses it. Spearmen push way forward. Archers getting focused down. These archers are literally unupgraded. Dervish does have the AoE healing there. Improved AoE healing as well. Scouting Falcon there, and the call's not falling back. He is up by 20 villagers, which is good. There's a Keshik right there. Getting some free damage. Continue hitting. He made it hit all units button. And seeing some free hits there. Takes another villager. Does respond to that one now. He has now twice the amount of villagers. Does lose the Khan. With our cast division, in my opinion, he should eye for more eco play. Eye to get to the next age. Spearman for defensive spearman would be a good idea. But right now, he's in a Mongol player's in a great position right now. Four villagers here. Does have outposts way down there. The Yamnok is finding some good mobility for resource collection. Does get inside the outposts now. There's another spearman there. Now we do have Venom Archers, but no other upgrades onto them just yet. But the Venom Archer upgrade is a bit more valuable than any range damage, since it improves their damage by 2 rather than by 1. The Elite upgrade does only improve the damage by 1, however. Another spearman there. Ovo taking some fire there. Got 4 pastures, which is enough to support those 8 villagers. And support up to 12 villagers. The Ovo will be set ablaze. The Ovo doesn't have stone left, so it's expendable. Actually, no, he just redeployed it. You can always get some more pasture, so he's out of wood. And he's very low on food. Oh. Keshik's now charging way forward once again. Okay, he is responding to it. There's actually... Okay, those are sheep there, not villagers. Next, we'll move around. They're all quite wounded. Maybe falling back to Imam would be very useful. He does have nearly 4 relics. Khan has been redeployed, and these Relancers cannot be near their spearmen. Has a good number of archers. You may want to cool off the archer production. Keshik's moving around. More Keshik's here. I've got some Camel Lancers and archers there. The archers will have 7 damage. They're Construction area Wololo. Unless this area will be overran. He can pack up the stuff and get on out there. Probably gonna at least cancel the Keshik. Lancers are wounded, but it should be enough to deal with those Keshiks. Got more archers being played by the Mongol player. He does spot this Ovo and that single villager. That villager will go down. He's charging way forward, trying to find those wood collectors. Very good. He has a good number of spearmen archers there and engage these other forces. The Keshiks can be protected. Now got the arrow there. Spearman charging way forward. Gain some good damage there onto those archers with his own archers. The Mongol archers are, of course, inferior at the moment, but they are in larger numbers. Kesh is charging way forward. Spearmen, if they can take out some of this lance, will be good. Kesh is having a bit of trouble with the Camel and East debuff. Keshiks do find some of these villagers, and these ones can't get inside the town center. Keshiks does go down. More archers now being put in the field. Get some damage on the Camel Lancers. Archers try and push way forward, try and deal with this opponent's archers. They do have +1 range damage, getting a bit more quality to them. While the Mongol archers do have +1 range and damage. There's a +1 range or armor as well. Yeah, the Mongol player needs Eye to age up. He has plenty of gold. Lancers over here. More archers and spearmen. Some of these Camel Lancers are quite wounded. But there's only 9 spearmen here. He will be spotted. Some of the Camel Lancers do get spear brace, some of them do get charge attacks, but it'll be a minimal charge attack there. The Mongols infantry is starting going down. He needs more spearmen. Camel Lancers right now have 5 armor, which is making so they only take 1 damage per hit from these archers. Does start focusing them down. So we're charging right forward. Good picks there, hitting the wounded camels. So these archers just need to run away. They have to keep their distance. Another con there. All he can do is provide us an arrow. You have 7 pastures in the field. And currently 25 villagers, so that's not enough pastures. This area is still being torched. They want to pack up and go. He really needs Eye to age up, but he still needs some spearmen. 11 pastures now that can support the 33 villagers. He has no, but that will of course start decreasing when he gets the horticulture research. Yep, he can pack up the stuff and run away. He'll be trying to do something at least with them. Does have an outpost here? Got a village. Wait. How's the villager not dead? That has to be a different villager. Yep, Orange has killed off 1 villager. Actually, no, but that. Actually, no, the villager did actually escape out of there. Oh, there goes the stable. This villager will be impaled. $11 pastures right now. He has a bit of wood to work with. He needs to age up. The stepbird out will be very useful. As well as potentially the Curdle Tie. Stepbird out will greatly improve his gold collection rate. He is going to separate out and going with the Whistling Arrow. Good. I really think Mongol players don't go for Whistling, really should go for Whistling Arrow. It seems like most of them don't. It is immensely powerful. More of these Camel Lancers now being picked on off. This is actually quite expensive loss for Orange. But do got more Camel Lancers here and more Archers. A separate out will be eventually redeployed over here, going for a pair of outposts as well. And now the Mongol player does have more villagers. There you go, now you can get his veteran research. Though he's right now doesn't have a whole lot of gold, but enough for the veteran spearman and the veteran archer. The veteran archers will, when you get that research, will allow his archers to do a little bit more damage versus the camel lancers and be a bit more effective engaging the archers. He's been doing a good job of getting good numbers on the field. The problem is he's been having quality issues, quality control. Something that a lot of games need to be improved on. Good number of villagers here, a little bit exposed. Does go ahead and get on out of there. Separate out, now redeployed here. Does have 3 outposts here. Spring gold, spring gold, spring gold. He's really want to keep this area secure. With this gold vein 4,000, this will give him 6,000 gold there. Another gear here. You can put another 5 villagers over here as well. Villagers sneak inside this outpost. They do. He's going to torch someone without the village inside, so that one is expendable. There's a veteran spearman and veteran archer there, and there's the mobility arrow. That is 12 or 10 seconds of faster movement speed. He's not running away from that. And plus the Yamna over there helps well. And there we go, the movement arrow just wore off. That was a long, long time. Spearman now engaging. The Camel Lancers now trying to engage as well. Spearman trying to rotate, hit them. Khan did get impaled, but the Khan's now just a combatant. An outpost here to exert dominance. Not much dominance, but will exert some dominance. Got some more forces over here, reinforcements. Right now, scientists have larger forces of view, but much higher quality for Orange. Mongol players now eyeing for some men-arms and crossbows. Very nice. Camel Lancers do not receive any spear braces there, when I really think he should have received the spear braces there. Khan takes some hits there. The arrow is soon to be off cooldown, so losing him right now is actually a bit of a problem. Sign is having trouble with quality issue. Does get a Dervish mass heal. More forces, more crossbows. Men-at-arms will help him out as well. But honestly, Spearmen will be decent as well. Now I've got some crossbows getting hits on the Camel Lancers. But I'm really more effectively engage them. The Archers need to prioritize hitting this opponent's Archers. Crossbows gain some good damage to the Camel Lancers. The Camel Lancers are slowly, or actually more close to rapidly going on down. Double Spearmen, and now there's a Man-at-Arms there pushing way forward. More crossbowmen and spearmen. More stuff being put on the field. Sign right now is having trouble with military size issue. Got quite a bit of crossbows queued on up. Crossbows do take longer to train at 23 seconds versus 15, so maybe the military academy would be useful. Going for another gear over here. Ovo still providing stone income, but only has less than a minute remaining. More range armor for the Mongols. Try and go for some Mangonels, unique variation. Barracks and archer range there. Try and get more production. He does have a bit of wood to work with. Currently right now he has 16 pastures. He does have 34 villagers on food, so that should be an adequate number of pastures for them. His gold income's going up quite nicely. He has quite a bit of food as well. He may be eyeing for to age up again. The Cognitive Palace will be very useful, especially when you have spare housing to go with it. Does take a hit there. Players do repair that one up. Force now push way forward. Outpost starting to take some fire, so I repair that one up now. Spearman push way forward with some man-arms. By having pathing issues, the Khan has been redeployed. And now getting some more hits there. The Mangonel did take some abuse from the Spring Gold emplacement.
الآلات تتحرك.
Mongol player does have 30 military units there. Going for a Mangonel. Probably not being field constructed. Does not have improved siege engineers. Got a number of archers and one crossbow there. Incendiary barrage there. Incendiary barrage does do fire damage. So fire impacts Mongolica, hard to pronounce that, would be useful. But that's an age 4 research. Good damage there onto the outpost. Spring Mangonel, power to go down. Oh, 8 health remaining, so that quick going down. It's going for a flank. Plenty of village storage there for the villagers. Couple units. Mangonel's down to 3 health, so that will soon go down. He has his own Mangonel push way forward. Spring Gull, the outpost do get garrison for a brief moment. 1,000 gold remaining. And right now, Orange's army just being peeled apart. See some more orange military units streaming on in. Got a couple units down here, but this area is no longer needed.
عند كلمتي سيروا.
نحن تحت القصف.
Good hit there onto those archers. Orange's size now 28 versus 60. The Mongol player has a good number of villagers. Economically, he is behind. After all, the 2 Golden Age Tier 1's been long initiated. Going for berries over here. And now Sign will soon need to click I to expand to the center of the map to collect up this gold. No upgrade on this outpost, which is probably good. Ovo getting hit. He can throw Ovo here once he gets done collecting that gold. 6 items to be captured. Oh yeah, he was actually... I wonder how close was that 6-side victory. We got quite a bit of siege now for the Mongol player, going for some melee armor. Mongol player is really maximizing his free housing, able to field a larger army quickly of cheaper units. Phalanx, hardened spearmen, or veteran spearmen, and some various other upgrades as well. The phalanx will be useful for range, and the hardened veteran spearman would be nice, but right now he probably should go for Gilams, though there's a good number of crossbows in the field. I think he's just trying to get a front line. The Mongol infantry is trying to make their way forward. Spring Gull placement here, but it's not fortified. Step Redoubt has been redeployed there, going for some outposts to protect these villagers, but he's going to need a large number of them. Got a couple Mangonels there. Mangonels do have bonus infantry buildings, so they can be useful against buildings. This one needs to push on forward, not be too exposed. Ovo is set ablaze. And there goes the town center. Multiple Spring Gull emplacements right here. And now he's going for the raid bounty research. He expected to kill off a large amount of his opponent's structures. It would take 7 structures for that to pay for itself, so he's eyeing for a long-term investment with it. And right now his opponent is at top cap. Oh, and the villagers are getting hit here. Science pushing way forward. Does use a speed arrow there, which will give him, what, 12 seconds of increased movement speed? I'm not sure if it's 10 or 12 at the moment. You best start running, and running for a long amount of time. Does he got one of the Mangonels? Or no, that was one of the Spring Gulls. Mangonels firing. Does get a direct hit there on the Mangonel. And both of the Mangonels or Spring Gulls do go down. Orange's front line there is starting to disintegrate. Camels are dead. He may have got a good number of villagers there, and Orange is back in the game now. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next play. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again. Please give me another moment. Oops. That button. Sorry about that. I am back. Let's see now if we got any more replays. Oh, we do have more replays, but would they be good? Let's see. 3 seconds, perfect. Let's do that one. 21 minutes, a little bit short. And thanks to the laggy menu, I'm having trouble clicking the buttons. Oh. This will probably be my last replay tonight. And I'm so glad I just used the restroom. Because not going in the middle of this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. As well on the north side as the Green Order of the Dragon, we have Team Gamer, not Green Gamer. So he is green. Not easy being green. As well on the bottom side as the Cyan Byzantines, we have Krakid here. Which, want to make sure that chat is up going. Come on out. Wait.
Ναι, έκτισα.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. For some reason, the main menu of Age of Empires 4 tend to be a little bit buggy. But let's look at the map. The Order of Dragon player does have both the deer pauses pretty close by each other, as well as Boris, so he has quite a bit of food over here and a little bit of gold. Over here, we got 2 gold and 2 stone on one screen. So we got quite a bit of congested resources for green, which is pretty good. Those wood deposits spawned way out there, as well as science spawned way out here. Either way, Cyan does have 2 safe gold deposits back here. Here next to some gold, as well as some berries, so that's probably a good town center spot. His safe deer deposits next to his large stone deposit as well. Local doggo, 2 of them right there as well. And now we've got the Minework Palace and the Grand Winery. Of course, Grand Winery is being pulled out next to the berries. Popping some sheep there. And when it comes to mercenaries, we've got the Zunchnu and the Mercenary War Elephant. Over here, we do have the Musafadi Warriors and the Camel Archer. The Mercenary War Elephant could be useful, as well as Zunchnus. Huh. The markets are actually not perfectly symmetrical. This one's more in the corner, this one's a little bit off the corner. We now have a cistern way over here, and maybe another cistern soon to be pulled out there. He's going to get the rebate from the structures in order to get the next cistern out. And there's his rebate, and now there's the 100 stone. He somehow perfectly mathematically made that one. I don't know how, but he did. Men Warwick Palace will of course give him access to some unique research. The Golden Karas, Zornhal, and the Bodkin bolts while having a cheaper and free blacksmith. And looks like the Byzantine player is eyeing for some eco. And we do also got secondary towns that are now being queued up for the Order of the Dragon player. So both players eyeing for eco. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit more through the eco phase. Towns that are now being built out over here. And in which Sign does spot it. He could try scatter. Oh, he's going to aggravate Pumbaa. And Pumbaa does decide to go back home. And does get aggravated on the scout, which is actually good for green, keeping his villages safe. He's going to scatter the deer quite nicely, or not nicely, depends who you're rooting for. Pumbaa is very angry. And over here, let's see, almost enough resources for the Golden Tower. And this will start giving him some free mercenaries. However, he does not have a mercenary camp in the field, so he won't get 3 mercenaries at the moment. He needs a mercenary camp. He could deploy a mercenary camp next to one of these and get these mercenaries for free. Mercenary in Zinshnu or War Elephants. They're H3 unit, right? Could get 3 mercenary War Elephants.
Ναι.
Καλά έπραξα.
You can see here, he's not getting free mercenaries until he gets out mercenaries. No mercenary camp on the field. Going for some Varanian Guard. Going for a mill here.
Καλά εκτελουμένη.
Τι είναι σε κελεύσεις σου?
Τι θέλεις να πράξω?
He needs to prioritize getting... Oh, he is going for... Oh, the Golden Horn Tower can research mercenaries. I did not know that.
Κατά το ξεπόμεθα. Τι θέλεις? Πού να πορεύσουμε?
And you know, I actually never knew that. Most of the time you see the mercenary camp build before then. So he's going for Western Mercenary Contract. But you'll get access to the Longbowmen. I don't think he can research the Veteran Mercenary Contracts. Yeah, I can't. So now I've got a Gilded Horseman there. Receive some damage there. We do have a Varanian Guard. Mercenary Horsemen who have high damage, so maybe a good idea to berserk. Yeah, he is berserking with these 2 Varanian Guard there. Try and keep his monk alive, but I don't think the monk is going to stay alive. And the Gilded Horseman almost goes down as well. You can throw those relics inside of the Grand Winery to get more olive oil. Just going for these berries as well. Then one more berry expansion down here for him. Varanian Guard and Limitari now engaging the Gilded Horseman. Down to 15 health and 6 health. He may just want to keep them back home and wait for a prelate to come out and next aged.
Das han I gern.
Varanian Guard now pushes his way forward. Monk grabbing the relic. And I'm going to bring it back into the Grand Winery. Wait, the Grand Winery also asks as a monastery. And it recently, in the recent patch, was able to get the axe also as a mill with the research.
Ο ακροβολισμός για τον εχθρόν κάτω! Πάντες έτοιμοι. Ο δρόμος ένι
We got some Gilded Man-at-Arms that do good base damage, so it's probably a good idea to berserk to engage them. Vanguard do have less health than a Man-at-Arms, but offer higher damage and a bit higher melee armor.
Τι θέλεις?
But looks like they will get focused down. Attack speed still normal Man-at-Arms attack speed, while the early Man-at-Arms or the early Gilded Man-at-Arms do have higher attack speed.
Έτοιμος να υπακούσω.
He's grabbing more relics there. And these Varanian Guard will go down. He's being a little bit too aggressive with them. Sign has not killed a single unit of his opponent. As you can see here, the 0 Valor killed, though the 2 Gilded Horsemen he has are very wounded. Now he's going to escort these monks. This one is grabbing this relic here, so be 3 relics claimed. One's down here, and the last one is... not sure what the last one is at. Oh, there it is. Probably won't be able to secure that one. Got a number of Gilded Man-at-Arms in the field. He can go for some crossbows to deal with them. Longbowmen, veteran longbowmen wouldn't be half bad. They will have up to 10 damage this age. And that'll help him punch through the only 4 range armor he can potentially get. Survival techniques and wheelbarrow now being researched by the Order of the Dragon player. Another cistern there. That'll be cistern number 4.
Πάντες, προσοχή.
Τι θέλεις?
That is the healthy Gilded Horseman. Another round of Longbowmen, focus on the Gilded Archer.
Ώρα εργασία.
Brandon Guard engaging in the early Gilded Man-at-Arms. And that horseman there does go down to the various longbowmen villagers. We've got the Acroly defense, giving them a little bit extra damage and armor on the villagers. Just bring them forward to help engage the man-at-arms. Does have a monk here. He could have tried a conversion ritual. Does he got another village there? He does. That was his first villager lost so far. Make that both 2. Now got more Gilded Man-at-Arms push way forward. Got an ever increasing number of longbowmen. He needs to get the research going on them so they can get a little bit better. So if he does go for the veteran mercenary contracts, he will lose out. He may roll the Lance Connects, which against Man-at-Arms wouldn't be half bad. Will be weaker against the Gilded Archers. Gilded Man-at-Arms still being pursued. We do not have a veteran contract now being researched. Range armor. Maybe better go for range damage against the Man-at-Arms, so they can punch a little bit better. But he does have to worry about the high rate of fire Gilded Archers, which they do have 1 attack speed.
Bogen in Bewegungen. Ja. Bogenere in Bewegungen.
Bullgrab Paul's not being put on the field. It's better go for that. The Red Needs Cathedral. It will provide much more value, seeing his opponent already has claimed 3 relics and picked up 1. He may claim all 5 relics. He has 1 picked up, but not being stored away, probably because of the fact he needs to get out now a monastery, since the Grand Miner can only fit 3 relics. Castle Age now complete for the Order of the Dragon player. Bullgraph Halls was spot there. It was all deploy out to barracks units for 30% faster and 30% cheaper. Technology is only researched 30% faster, but not 30% cheaper. So his barracks he still has over here. Probably a good idea to get it started over there and go for the mass man-at-arms over here. But he's going to go with faster man-at-arms research here. Order settlements now being researched. Brandon Guard and Longbowmen push forward. Right now they are veteran Longbowmen, plus 1 range damage, going from melee damage now. Trying to hunt for some villagers. There's only 1 outpost here for storage. Down here we do now the local doggo domain head paths. The outpost does get burned down. Destroying the mill is not important. It's currently not a drop-off resource location for anything. I don't think Berserking affects the torch damage, but it's probably not to go for better to not go for it, so it does take less damage from the town center arrows. Either way, town center's about to go down. Got a decent force here. Sign has a force of 50. Granny has a force of 31. Man-at-Arms straight forward. They do have 6 range armor at the moment. And 6 man-at-armor. The Brandon Guard right now just have 5. Gilded Archers straight forward. Gets damage on the Brandon Guard. If one of those men-at-arms are actually severely wounded, he needs to pick them off before they get to a prelate. He does have 2 prelates in the field. Scout down. still a very large number of longbow in the field. He's not rolling any sort of gilded or any lance connects from the golden tower, which may be a good thing. Oh, and there's a gilded knight there. That's going to pose some problems. He does completely encircle the gilded knight. I suppose that's one way to take out a gilded knight. Save the reigning guard by completely surrounding it with longbowmen in melee range. Green needs to build out some military units quickly. We do now have siege engineers have been promoted by the Byzantian. Some Cryo-siphons wouldn't be that bad. Or Creo-siphons. 4 down. And now I've got multiple Creo-siphons now being employed in the field. Town center has been repaired. Gold almost completely claimed. He has plenty of gold over here. A little bit more exposed than what is this current gold deposit, but it's off the beaten path, so it should be safe. Multiple Creo-siphons there, going for the teardrop shields, increasing armor cataphracts by 1, movement speed of Luminatory by 50%, and attack speed of Reigning Guard by 50%, allowing his Reigning Guard to hack apart his opponents a little bit faster. Paganel engaged. He does use emergency repairs onto the outpost, but taking still a significant amount of damage. He's losing some villagers there, and the town center is actually getting AoE down. Town center does get burned down when he was trying to hit the outpost. That's sort of humorous. He does lose all his Varangian Guard there. A couple more Varangian Guards pushing forward. These guys still only have 6 range armor, so the longbow can do 4 damage per hit. He's based on the villagers, and now there goes the outpost. That's really funny how he actually destroyed the town center before the outpost leaks emergency repairs. That's honestly, maybe it was a good idea to not go for emergency repairs on the outpost so he can save the town center better. Volgarth Hall is now under siege, or under fire, literally. First time I can say that in this game. I say that a lot in Age of Empires 1. Good amount of villagers going down there. Science cut off 15 villagers. Make that 16. Make that 17. Now, good number of man-at-arms here. Some of the Golden Karas now activated. Longbow slowly being whittled down. We do have another mining pit there, which could be it. Longbowmen are intercept course. Right now, they're just trying to run away to the town center. And so he does not know where his opponent's villagers are at. We've now got a round of villagers here live exposed, with bowls of berries in their hand. And arms does go down there. Take out those units. Now he's going to collect some stone, maybe iron for a keep, help him keep the land. Now these villagers are pretty far the beaten path, so maybe I need to go for a keep here. Monk going for the sacred site there. He should be out of vision range. Melee damage by Cyan. So now going for some cataphracts. He may be concerned about Mangonels being pointed out, which he does have Mangonels in the field. Cataphracts, they're expensive. They are ridiculously expensive, costing 330. But a primary benefit to them is the fact that their charge attack can pierce through, allowing you to snipe Mangonels, as well as hitting everything on the way. Overall, it seems like mass cataphracts are not really that worth it. They're only good in small numbers. Actually, a little bit slower than normal heavy horsemen. The attack speed is Keshik speed, I believe. Damage output's decent. They have good health, good damage. Yeah, their main capability is the ability to pierce the lines with the trample cast. Deals 10 damage to each one. I'm pretty sure Spear Brace will counter it though. Though his opponent does not have any Gilded Spear on the field. He is going for our Gilded Lance Connect. Let's see, he's going for the Zornhound now. And now we do also have the Veteran Gilded Horseman research. He does get the keep out there to keep the gold. It's 8,000 gold deposit, so we'll field him for quite some time. That one does go down. And this is a natural expansion direction for Science, so you may spot this sooner rather than later, but he is going to steal a good amount of that gold. There's 28 villagers there, and they're dragon villagers. They do have 8% faster collection rate. Right now, the villager count is very similar. Green has more, thanks to that second town center he has. And not to mention, they're 8% better. Actually, no, they are 28% better. They just cost 20% more. So keep that in mind. Well, the cisterns right now are providing plus 26% effectiveness. So the villagers' effectiveness is quite similar, but of course, Green's not tailored to being around cisterns. Do have a decent force here. We've got 56 versus 78. Green does have the higher quality, though do know this can be a little bit bugged for both sides. I don't think it actually properly affects ×2, nor the oil units. So there's a good chance there may be additional... That's a lot of oil units. 25 times 90. Let's see, 9 times 25, 400, the 4,250 more value there, let's assume. He also doesn't have some lance connects on the field himself, which should be effective versus opponent's melee forces, but he does have the lance connects of his own, which they can pick up by his opponent's archers. Villagers sneak inside the town center. They do get escaping the town center. We got an excellent number of cataphracts here. You can charge straight into the Mangonel and perhaps rip through everything here. He's not fighting against any spearmen. The cataphracts should trample the way through, but the crossbows trying to hunt down those lance connects, or those cataphracts, not lance connects. We got lance connects and Varangian Guard trying to hit these units, trying to go for the Mangonel. Does charge his way through. Mangonel goes down. 6-side victory now available for Cyan. Also has quite a bit of oil stored up. Maybe go for the Foreign Engineering School. That'll also give him the Arrow Volley upgrade for his Veteran Longbowman. He's losing his cataphracts there. Looks like Green's going to have a good defense. Yep, looks like Green will have excellent defense there. That's going to lose all of his longbowmen, so maybe not necessary to go to the Foreign Engineering School, but the amount of oil still has stored up will still potentially really be helpful if it goes for those engineering weapons. Wait, out of curiosity, if you go for the Golden Horn Tower, would that automatically produce the siege weapons if you have no other units you can claim? Don't mind if I check that out next in between this, after this replay. What happens if I were to go into a skirmish map, build a Golden Horn Tower, and then go to the Foreign Engineering School, see if it automatically produces siege weapons? I wonder. And all the scolders will be seized. Because getting out free Hui Pals or free Royal Cannon or free Nest of Bees would be not half bad.
Söldner, Befehlchen erwartet. Zu den Waffen greifen und ziehet ab! Alle mir nach. Dein Befehl wird ausgeführt!
You have now the next age for the Byzantians. He has gone for the Palatine School, which allows him to get additional units for unique units to go along with his unique units. Lance connects there, engaging. We did not have the trample or the Numeri trample upgrade, as well as elite cataphract research. Looks like the Byzantine players eyeing for the elite cataphracts. Don't really see elite cataphracts all too often. He's still getting some pretty long bowmen. And with Western mercenary contracts, he can get out some Streltsy as well. Streltsy wouldn't be half bad. Getting free hand cannoneers is always nice. But right now, Green has a massive arm in the field. The Byzantine player does not have much. He needs more gold. Has some Lance Connects here. Lance Connects right now don't have a large amount of damage. There are some cataphracts there, but there's just way too much force here, and they're going to receive some crossbow fire. He does get out some free cataphracts there, and going for some Luminari as well. He's going for his unique unit composition with some mercenaries to boot. Going for a good number of mercenary longbowmen. We may see the trample attack now. We've got a number of cataphracts here. Trample does go through. But we'll have trouble getting some severe damage on everything since these guys have really high health. Cataphracts haven't been in trouble here. Another round longbowman there. Perfect timing for them. Does not delete mercenary contracts just yet. More cataphracts there, getting out Alorus. He's getting a look at the free cataphracts. Cataphract does go down there. Green's army is still quite healthy and got a good number of prelates here to keep his units topped off in health. Got some Lance Connects here, and the bleed effect is going. Oh, he doesn't have also textiles. Okay, he does stop those guys. Some of them may still bleed out. Cataphracts here in good numbers. Got 9 cataphracts in the field. Going for more longbowmen. Have 10 of them on the field. Yoda Man arms engaging. Unable to get his elite research going, barring the elite cataphracts. Elite cataphracts have 34 damage at the moment. Can't get biology at the moment. Biology. Oh no, he does have biology. There's some torches there. His free units from Palatine School will be sent straight into the slaughter. House to get some damage there. Gilded Man arms engaging. More Limitari now popping on out right on top of them. Streltsies, their cost has been increased to 720 for a group of 3. So it looks like they don't get their cost reduction effect for being Streltsy. Only they get the emplacement effect. It looks like Sion will hold on thanks to the cataphracts there and those longbowmen. Probably hit the crossbow there, or maybe hit the Lance Connect before it gets a massive bleeding hit there. He just it's going to wipe out half of these guys, isn't it? We do got a couple Gilded Horsemen here. It does go down. Has this Suda's full deposit there to collect up before it needs to expand out onto the map. And so has 2 sacred sites as well. Cataphracts need to stay back. They're going to get gunned down. Taking off some of these lone units. Sion has held, but Green has a larger army in the field. Going for a number of Gilded Horsemen, crossbows, Lance Connects, and everything. Going for even some Gilded Spearmen now to engage the Cataphracts. You realize his opponent has gone to Palpatine School, or Palatine School, not Palpatine.
Έτοιμος στην γεννήν εγχείρηση.
Get a horseman push way forward. The longbowman can always use some palings. Probably not though. Tithe Barn not being researched, which is this Tithe Barn does not give him extra olive oil. Maybe the Byzantines can get a unique version of Tithe Barn just to provide olive oil. Cataphracts engage those Gilded Horsemen, and that relic or monk does go down. More Cataphracts being pulled on out. Still not been able to get out. He does not have the elite mercenary contract, so can't get out of Streltsy. Gilded Horsemen now engaging the Cataphracts. Got some Limitari now push way forward. Limitari still just veteran, not elite. Throwing some torches there. Forging some various unimportant items. The Byzantium player does have a lot less villagers, so the Order of the Dragon player's economy is still pretty good. But the Olive Groves do offer higher drop-off rates, which does actually even out a little bit. The Grand Rhino's over here providing increased drop-off rates as well. Does provide food, wood. It's weird there's no gold icon there. Weird. This feels really weird to me. Gilded Horsemen running around, being pursued by some Cataphracts. Got a good number of crossbows here, but gauged by some longbowmen. Elite longbowmen on the way. And with this, he could go for some Streltsy. I think Streltsy would be very good to invest his oil onto. So right now, he has plenty of housing space, so he doesn't need the high population efficiency that the Streltsy can provide. Going for more longbowmen wouldn't be half bad, since opponent's going to go for a good number of Gilded Spearmen and Lance Connects, so actually more longbowmen would probably be better than the Streltsy. We do now have the Incendiary Arrow research. And the villagers do get inside the town center. No veteran or elite Lumitari just yet. And some Lance Connects now from the Golden Tower. Right now, Science Force is much smaller, but the quality of the Cataphracts is incredibly high, and they only take up one population space. If you compare them to Gilded Horsemen, which has a cheaper cost, but takes up 2 population space, offers 23 damage, 1.75 attack speed, and 330 health. Cataphracts have 486 and 32 attack speed, of course, more armor, and faster attack speed as well. So population housing efficiency, Cataphracts will beat out those Gilded Horsemen. They're probably at this point in time very close, similar to the Gilded Knights. And the Order of Dragon player is not aged up, so he's going to be fighting against a quality advantage. Cataphracts torch damage is still 20, so it's regular torch damage, so it's not great for their cost. And good number of them are actually quite wounded. He may want to get a monk over here to get them healed up. Going for a handful of battering rams or trio siphons to engage the keep. And look at the map as well. There actually is running out of gold in the map. Got this gold deposit here and this large one here, so contesting this gold is very important. This one, 40 gold, that's nothing. So both players may need to eye for traders relatively soon, and the Byzantine traders do have additional oil drop-off, so it's not a bad trader. Plus 20% oil flat is quite nice. House there, for the border settlements. Byzantine player could go for a bit more stone, for some stone walls, help keep traders secure. He has a good number of Cryo siphons now deployed on the field. He has also built one, which is somewhere. Or trained one, or rather than building one. That's probably the best way to describe that. Cryo siphons push way forward. Got some good enforcement there. Cataphract trying to engage. Lance Connects are ripping apart those Cryo siphons. He does charge into the Lance Connects, but Lance Connects do great AoE damage. That's not a good spot for the Cataphracts. Cataphracts will get annihilated by the AoE damage. You have to use the longbowmen against them. That was a horrible engagement there by Cyan. The longbowmen are the counter to those lance connects. Does go ahead and charge into the crossbows there. Does have many idle villagers there. Now look at the Elkbach Palace on being put on the field. That is the defensive keep landmark for the dramatic people. His cataphracts are largely down. Villagers trying to build some outposts there. He needs an eye for some traders. He's trying to contest the gold. He doesn't actually have a whole lot of gold at the moment, so he needs an eye for the elite Luminatory research. Though these villagers may get interrupted here. Longbowmen trying to pursue them. The Elkbach Palace is a keep with 50% additional health, and buildings within Sphere of Influence take 33% less damage. Not the best keep landmark. Oh, got more Order of the Dragon villagers straight forward. We're see massive amount of longbowmen fire. Lance connects. Push way forward. Not good Lance connects. Elkbach Palace is almost complete. And there we go. Elkbach Palace barely gets complete. Villagers do not provide 100% increased build rate. It actually gives you diminishing return per extra villager. So killing off villagers will not geometrically decrease the build rate. It will actually be exponentially less effective killing each individual villager, if that makes any sort of sense. Probably not. If he gets this final research, he can go ahead and delete the blacksmith so it gets more olive groves in this region. Going for more production. Now we've got a line of palisade walls there. He's going to eye for some traders. We do have a pair of trading posts now being put on out. Needs more gold and wood. So any gold he has now being or income has to go in the traders. You may need to sell off some food. Two traders at the moment. He may need to sell off some resources to get that gold. Look at the wood normally though. Those villagers are getting hit, which will actually give us some more population housing for those traders. And now, Cyan does pick up every single relic, so he does have 2 gold relic income. The other 3 are, of course, in olive oil, which maybe at this moment in time, good idea to transition those relics into monasteries to get that gold, which is actually a resource he desperately does need. Mass villagers there trying to get these walls up. Green's now exerting a secret side victory, but this is contestable, very contestable right now. Some villagers getting hit, local doggo in the way. And oh, bad pathing. He needs to build that gate. Hasn't got any Streltsy out either. Although right now the longbowmen have been quite useful. But his opponent's pulling out less and less range units, so Streltsy become more and more effective. Though he's still fighting against a good number of the lance connects. We've got a massive Cyan force push forward. The gold is almost completely seized. There's still 1,000 gold remaining. Cyan's gonna lose some villagers here. They're trying to get inside the town center. Got some Luminatory not here for defense. He still does not have the elite Luminatory. He does have 59 on the field. Ooh, boiling oil. Boiling oil does do siege damage. The shield won't do much. You may want to put the... Okay, he doesn't have the shield. You may want to put down the shield wall there so get increased attack speed. Cataphracts push way forward. Got the Gilded Horseman here. It's not good for both players. Secondary towns that are firing away some arrows. Got some good number of Luminatory and more reinforcements here as he starts losing units on the front line. Keep taking some damage. Keep is not ablaze yet. Cataphracts over here. I think Cyan's a little bit more wasteful there. Looks like Green was a bit more effective. Now these forces being engaged. We've got a good number of traders now being queued on up. Very, very good. I've got a secondary line of stone walls being blown in view. Or a primary line of stone walls since they're in front. Cataphracts right there, longbowmen there. Start to torch down some of these structures. Green's starting to regroup a defense. Green has an army of 54 versus 98. Does take out some of these villagers there. Lance connects trying to engage. These guys only have 95 health. Six site decaptured. No, that actually took longer than expected. And now these cataphracts are engaging the crossbows. He's good damage with crossbows. We gotta be very careful of Gilded Landsnakes. No elite army tactics research just yet. They could really use that, but right now gold is an issue for both players. An outpost here being fortified and spring or Mangonel. More forces trying to engage up there. Elite longbow still engaging over here. We got Limitari pushing forward here. Getting some good hits over here. These forces are starting to push forward. Does take out the outpost. Don't know if any upgrades were completed. Trying to go for more outposts now. Longbow will be cleaned on up. First repair on this keep. And the bowling arrows gets good damage. Villagers getting hit there. Only 400 gold remaining. Elkbach Palace, it's gonna win. Looks like the Elkbach Palace also does the reduce damage to themselves, or is self-inflicting or self-affecting. Limitari get a good spear brace on the Gilded Horsemen. Got Limitari now pushing forward over here, but then general move order, medium attack move order. Got an outpost here being fortified and being upgraded with Mangonel. That's supposed to be fortified then Mangonel. Get the horseman being cleaned on up, and it looks like his forces got cleaned on up. He needs a different rally point, and maybe keep his traders at bay. More forces being pushed over here, including some Varangian Guard and Longbowmen. And bringing over more forces over there. These units just being sent to the slaughter. That should be changed. Gilded crossbows being cleaned on up. The outpost has been set ablaze. Of course, these guys have quite high health, so it'll take a bit of time for that stuff to be cleaned on up by those outposts. Science now regrouping. Still no veteran Limitari research at this point in time. He needs, or elite Limitari. He should go for elite Limitari. He does not have elite army tactics either. He does not have elite Varangian Guard either. Going for the final food tech, which is also important. Incendiary arrows would be very useful for his archers. Now that I can afford hand cannoneers. Wait, all the gold is gone on the map. Gilded Horsemen push forward. More stone walls going on up. We'll find some of those villagers. Getting some great hits there of the Gilded Lance Connect will cause many of these guys start bleeding out. And we've got Varangian Guard and Lance Connects engaging these Gilded Horsemen. Doesn't have the Ferocious Speed upgrade either. Gilded Horsemen heading down south. Gilded Spearmen there. Just Gilded Longbowmen there. You can probably turn around and fight. Just be careful of the Lance Connects. And the Varangian, or the Limitani, now trying to pursue those Gilded Horsemen. Well, he's gonna start collecting up that stone. He does need a stone for more walls. Takes out that horseman. Well, Limitani push way forward. Just throwing him in his opponent to keep him at home. Now I got the elite army tactics for the Order Dragon player. That is going to be a massive spike in capability for his infantry. He is going for some cataphracts. And these Limitani are slowly being whittled down. We now got some not gilded traders not being pulled on out. And there's nothing special about the Order of Dragon's traders. So they're just want to provide base income, while his opponents does have the traders with a bit of extra oil, so they're 20% more effective, plus his distance just slightly longer as well, giving a little bit extra resource to boot. I was going to get Spear Brace there, but finds a good number of elite gilded archers. They're fully kitted out. 6 range armor including, so even the elite longbowmen will have a bit of trouble versus them. And oh, he's going to start hitting these traders. Traders, while they're they actually renamed them finally. Before and then they were labeled as cavalry and worker. They just named them the worker because cavalry bonus damage never applied to them. Limitani does go down. I wonder if it was me who pointed that out. I know I did it in my replays beforehand. Either way, some of the Order of Dragon's traders are going down. This is actually a big blow to them. They have no relic income. Cataphracts moving around. The Byzantine player has a good amount of resources, so he can start pumping out units, no problem. Maybe the elite upgrade, as well as the elite army tactics. That will also be very useful. Good horseman right now has 7 range armor. These elite longbowmen do have 14 damage, so they do the same damage per shot. Doesn't have biology at the moment as well, which is actually very important for those horsemen. More of these traders going down. Another second side being absolutely captured. Cataphracts pillaging the farms and the villagers who are working them. Get a horseman. Whoa. Take quite a bit of damage from these spearmen. Limitani. Limitani do also have slightly higher health than normal spearmen. I want to he's out of gold now, has plenty of food and wood. And now got a big round of Streltsy now being employed on the field. Horn Tower can't blow out units, max out population. Got a line of stone walls being put up by green to help keep his trade secure. But now the Byzantine player does have to worry about population efficiency, so Streltsy will be very useful at that and not costing any sort of gold. And he is maintaining good oil income as well. Let's pick out some science villagers there, putting the walls pretty far forward, helping secure the secret site. Limitani once again going straight for this area here. These Limitani now going straight for this area here to hit the traders. Doing a good job of hitting those traders. And let's just split off some of these units over here, which are doing great distraction. Biology now being researched by the Order of the Dragon player. Now going for some Gilded Hand Cannoneers, which are, if I remember correctly as well, beforehand they were just Dragon Cannoneers, which were just regular Hand Cannoneers, but or no, they did have a bit of bonuses. The original name was just Dragon Cannoneers, Hand Cannoneers, but now they got renamed to Gilded Hand Cannoneers, which they do have offer a little extra range attack speed, if I remember correctly. Still costs 2 population. Pretty close to being torched. Oh, holy crap. Those Limitani just got annihilated by those Guys, one of the mate does bleed out to death. Getting some villagers there, but the villagers are stand and fight. They do have 10 damage, 3 armor, 100 health, and of course, really bad attack speed. One of those are actually mainly built Lance Connects, or he actually just randomly got them with the Golden Horn Tower. If I remember correct as well, the 6 Streltsy there, that's 6 different queues queued up. So he has a massive amount of olive oil spending in the Streltsy. So I don't see the other mercenary camps. Cataphracts now push way forward, trying to engage that same region, hit the trade. That was set ablaze the outpost. I'm probably just continue on, let that burn down. The other archers will have a bit of trouble for elite cataphracts. They have 9 range armor. Massive trample shot there, but nope, no lance connect. There's one lance connect there, but overall he's just getting annihilated. Yeah, he just got annihilated there. The limestone wall's being pulled out by Grain. The map is getting entrenched. And the Byzantine player has a massive amount of olive oil. He's going to get out a good number of Streltsy. Streltsy, he can always throw them on top of the walls, will get +2 range with them as well, and then eventually get in place for increased attack speed. And there's another line of walls there. Oh, Lance Connects pulling out some cryo siphons. Siphons. And now he's going for Greased Axle, Elite Reigning Guard. Still does not have the Limitary Research. And now going for a Ferocious Speed. Allows his Reigning Guard move 30% faster while berserking. These units can't torch through their way to the stone gate. Does have enough pushing housing space to get out some battering rams there. More production structures going on up. Holy crap, that's nearly 9,000 olive oil. So he can make, he also has 25,000 food. Maybe a good idea to sell off 10,000 food for gold. Maybe I follow the stone deposit. He actually still has quite a bit of stone deposit here. There is a possibility where if he collects the stone deposits in the field, he can eye for a wonder. Chemistry now being researched. Does he have chemistry at the moment? Nope, there's chemistry on the way for him. May want to build some more mercenary camps, get out fast production speed. Hand cannoneers do 38 damage, high attack speed. Their range is 4.5. Cataphracts get a good charge there onto all the range units. Engaging Green's army here should annihilate them, no problem. Battering rams there. Of course, there's no Marcus here to deny. And Green's army here will get wiped out. Green has a good amount of food, but not any other resources. The cryo siphons now push way forward, annihilating the stone gate. They do siege damage, not fire damage. Greek fire. Oh, there's Lance Connects. Ambushing Lance Connects there. Very nice. The villagers are not getting burned up. Lance Connects push way forward. And Lance Connects got annihilated by Lance Connects. And these other guys may just bleed out. Yeah, there's something bleeding out there. Also a bit of fire damage. They just all melted. Luckily, the crematorium was right there for them. Yeah, the crematorium is right there, so don't need to worry about open casket funeral for any of those men. Mangonels engaging villagers who do place down a wooden palisade there. So they did cross the T. And now we've got 27 Streltsy on the field. 30 Streltsy with another 9 on the way. Maybe a Byzantine player has quite a bit of food stored up. Maybe it would be a good idea to actually sacrifice some villagers. Because right now the olive groves provide plus 20% drop-off rate on. Yeah, it does provide 20% drop-off rate for food. And so the traders do also provide plus 20% for olive oil rate, and the longer distance will make them a bit more effective than individual villagers. So it may be a good idea to get rid of some as olive grove collectors. Traders will provide more gold, and the olive oil rate will be actually better for the traders than the farmers. Good mangonel hits there. Got some bombards here. A massive siege force by Cyan. Does take out one of the Mangonels. Mangonels bringing up and gets 50 damage. Lance connects ripping part of Cyan's formation, but he has good number of strokes in the back line. Starting to break his way through. Trosy did take some hits, some losses, but he's already at pop cap. Green is not a pop cap at the moment. He's actually low in wood as well. This map is probably pretty starved on wood. There's actually still his opponent's large wood deposit still there. Signs up straight forward. His Streltsy are wounded, but they are alive. Another Magan out there. Cryo Siphon. Gain some good damage. Cataphracts straight forward. Another man-arms there. Siege Workshop shall go down. Bolgraf Halls may go down, which is actually an important landmark. It's very cost efficient. Oh, it does not have the even regular man-at-arms. No, he does have all the research. It's just bugged out right there. Bolgraf Halls does go down. The Order Dragon player has regrouped his forces, has a good number of man-at-arms, spearmen, horsemen, and cannoneers. Cataphracts now charging forward, overrun the Gilded Hand Cannoneers. And Streltsy still push way forward, get some damage on these various forces. Over here, Green's trying to push way forward. Single battery with a couple forces. Gilded Horsemen push way forward. Streltsy here in good numbers. Cataphracts slowly whittled down over here. Do now finally have the Elite Lumincar research. He does have Elite Armed Tactics before he got the Elite Lumincar Tanny research. Starts to push way forward. Horsemen, Gilded Horsemen trying to overrun the Mangonels. They are getting annihilated by all the ranged forces. Cryo Siphon gains some good damage on the mining camp. And now the traders are under threat, and if Green loses those traders, that's going to be the game for him. He can always build another trade post, it's just the traders themselves can't be losing. Cyan has spent a good amount of his olive oil reserves, and all gold he has a good amount of forces queued on up, so he's going to be just fine on that. And now we've got some Cataphracts hitting some of the traders here. Over here, those are throwing some torches. He has the number of houses in the front line because the border settlement does give him a good vision range. Also dirt cheap as well, so the good spotters as well as good way to slow down the opponent. Takes out some of the traders there as well as the trade post. Some of these traders are going to mindlessly walk away over there. Various forces pushing forward, but got a good number of Elite Longbowmen and Streltsy here. Stable does go down. Got some Cataphracts hitting these various reinforcements, not traders. When the Mangonels do go down, the Streltsy and some good numbers here. Got some Gilded Hand Candy as trying to push forward, but we're seeing some bombard fire. Gilded Hand Candy is being picked off by the bombards. He lost all his Mangonels, so it's good number of Streltsy here. Reinforcements streaming across the map over here. More Gilded Hand Cannoneers. Does take some more shots. Streltsy firing away. There's a good number of Cataphracts coming from the flanks. Science losing good amount of force there. He has another 10 times 3, 30 Streltsy queued on up.
Εκελεύσεις. Τι πράγμα θέλει συντριβή. Τούτο πράτεται.
The other horsemen do go down. Got a number of various melee forces here. Cataphracts are here, but there's some lance connects you have to be careful about, as well as spearmen. Does try charging towards the Gilded Horseman. He does lose potentially his bombards, does lose all of his bombards. Creo Siphon burning all the farms. Horses starting to get cleaned on up there, but Sign is taking some hits. More Cataphracts and Streltsy pushing the way forward. Gilded Hand Cannoneers looks like will be trampled on. And Creo Siphon finally does go down there. 46 damage per shot, so they actually will do extra damage to the Creo Siphon, but since it only has 30 range armor. I don't know if he has access to Siege Works. He may do, but still will do a little bit of bonus damage, about 6. Oh, got a number of housing there. So that's perfect place for housing. Location, location, location. But it looks like Sign's going to take time to regroup, and I need to burn through these walls now. Streltsy in good numbers. Looks like he's just going to mass Streltsy. He's using olive oil there. And mass Creo Siphon. Burn, baby, burn. Smell of napalm in the morning. All those quotes I can make reference to. Oh yeah, these Holy of the Dragons Blue Empire version, which means Germanic. Who ordered the sauerkraut? Extra crispy. Either way, we do now have good number of Streltsy here and Cataphracts. And this is going to be a very hard arm to deal with. You're going to need your own. He's going to need Gilded Archers or Mangonels to deal with that force. Dragon can. Oh, and he does get on top of the walls there, which will give him +2 range. So now they have 6 range. But 6 range is a little bit congested right now. Our Breaking Boots is going to take out the Outlock Palace. It does have his weapon placements upgraded. Does it come with it for free? No, it does not. That's a Spritskaya tower. There goes the tower. Streltsy are on top of the high ground, which will prevent his opponent from engaging Creo Siphons. Maybe deploy out Siege Tower to get on top of this set of walls. But that's not entirely a joke. And I can always just torch down this end wall piece there for him. Streltsy are out of range. Creo Siphons gain some good damage on the Outlock Palace. He has access to emergency repairs right now. Huh. How's that? Wait, do stone walls spread the effect of emergency repairs? I'm just wondering how it's getting affected by emergency repairs at the moment. Or can be affected. As you can see, the ability says it's available. Now I've got some Trebuchet being deployed on the field. Counterweight Trebuchet. I do believe Science should start collecting the stone on the map in order to eye for the wonder. He just deleted a whole bunch of random guard there. That's usually something you don't usually delete. In this case, he does need more room for Streltsy. He does have 40 Streltsy on the field. Every Roost player's dream. So these guys are taking some damage. The effect here reduces range and siege damage by 25%. It used to be 66%. does activate emergency repairs there, which he will use all of it and not get the full repair. Stone here is blocking the advance. The bombards are making a hole in the stone wall. Some cataphracts now sneaking on in, trying to hit the traders once again. Green is down to 70 villagers. He's actually losing quite a bit there. I wonder if he Q'd delete some units. Nope, it's just the cataphracts going to them one at a time. We do now have the... He's going straight for the Grand Winery. He's trying to go for victory. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of his landmarks. Where's the 5th one? He's trying to go for the victory. Grand Winery's getting hit. Doesn't want to play the longer game. He can't really win the long game. Trying to persuade forward. He will get good damage to the Grand Winery. Palpatine School has taken some hits there. We've got a bunch of Q of free units there. What if he keeps a Q if it gets destroyed? Grand Winery does go down. Palpatine School being repaired. Where's these forces heading down south? But yeah, there's only 4 landmarks. What am I thinking? My math is a little bit bad at the moment. Grand Guard, push way forward, engage these forces. He should take time to repair up those landmarks because he knows his opponent's trying to go for a victory like that. So he should counter that victory. Grand Guard, push way forward. Got some Streltsy moving around. Maybe build some Creo Siphons over there. And these Gilded Man arms will be pursued. More forces here. Streltsy engaging a little bit foolishly there. Could at least ghost this wall there. The trader's taking a weird path. Most direct path, to say the least. We'll release off some wooden walls there, and there's the gate. Order Dragon player is having trouble maintaining max population. He's trying to rebuild some more civilians. Does have a single market here. Has 34 traders. That's probably good enough. He has spent his food reserve. Has plenty, not a lot of gold anymore. He is scraping the bottom of the barrel. The Byzantine player has nearly 60,000 food. So yeah, this looks like it's going in favor of the Byzantine player. He decided there to go for a one last victory. Was unsuccessful. Going for a monk here to get those relics back inside. Gate under siege. Zion's ready for counterattacking. Place the Streltsy on the high ground, or the walls. He has 9,000 oil once again. Only one. Looks like this villager is being cast over here. Huh. Where did all of this olive oil went? I don't see any units queued up there. Oh, wait. I must be going crazy. I'm looking at the wrong one. We got 4 bombards there. Green has a military force of 70 military units. So he's basically at pop cap at the moment, but has no resource reserve. Sion, of course, we know has plenty of resource reserve. The Grand Winery has been repaired. So has the Palatine School. So his opponent has to start over and trying to dive these units, barring the fact that Golden Tower has a couple scratches onto him. Please fix. Grand Guard and Streltsy push way forward. Bombards are going down. Outclock Castle is seeing massive damage. Emergency repairs is being activated. Or has been activated. Branding Guard is starting to go down. Reserves should be flowing in this region by the Byzantine player. Green's reserves have been exhausted. Streltsy versus Dragon Cannoneers. Chelsea have been known for numbers, and that simply is the case as well. Elkwak Castle almost destroyed. At least 2 more volleys take it out. And it actually will burn down there. I wonder. Next speed, it looks like does get increased for the Ball Berserking for the torches, not bad. And damage looks like it also does increase as well, so Berserking does improve torch damage by quite a bit. Green still has 1 6-side in Sphere of Influence, but green has nothing left. Going to go for Dragon Cannoneers. Cyan's trying to regroup. He does not know what he's going to be fighting against. Little know he's going to be fighting against very little. Going for the Dragon Cannoneers is not a good idea. Probably a good idea to go for back in the game, apparently. But that is going to be the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So my voice is starting to go out, and it's getting a little bit late. So that will be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.